Hello. Welcome to Reaper Miniatures. Reaper Errant, it's a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game. And we're, we're going to play some D&D. Let's see. I'm going to get some thank yous out of this thing. Thank you to Reaper Miniatures for letting me do this. Thank you to, and for all the players for putting up with me for a long time. It turns out 51 episodes is today. So cool.
Taking delight in you, Frank, would be more apropos.
Thank you. Thank you to Sirenscape for our background and ambient music for some of the stuff you will hear in the background today. And thank you to Justin for being our technical director behind the scenes. I will allow everybody else to take their time and introduce themselves and the character they'll be playing before we give you this background of where we left off and what's going to happen next. We'll start with Bobby.
I'm Bobby Jackson. I play the mighty and indomitable Pugh, the frolicsome gnome bard, armed with my positive mental attitude, but no longer my trusty Warsham. The miniature is deceiving you, and now have a wondrous, I guess the proper descriptive is a wondrous harp.
Yes. Gene.
Hi guys, I'm Gene Van Horn, and I'll be playing Gooseneck, the lizard folk barbarian. I've got my trusty, once again, my miniature is also not correct because I now have a two-handed axe and a magic floating shield. So, alas.
That's right.
Alas.
Is it a turtle shield?
I don't think so. I don't think
It
so.
could be.
I guess it could be a
Magic.
turtle
Could be.
shield.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever
So I just
fits
need to
your
change it to the
aesthetic.
axe.
Yeah.
Jason.
I'm Jason Wiebe. I'm playing Corncob Thunderbludgeon, first among equals. And he's a cleric.
All right. Michael.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I'm playing the more mighty and totally abdominable Wood Elf Ranger. And my miniature is semi-correct, though I don't carry a shield. But I do have my bow and sword. So
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that there might be some new miniatures being tied to this game. But
Yeah, that one's a little
Sure
too
about
butch.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda Bender. I play Fathom, the tiefling magic using type person, and I believe my miniature is still 100% correct.
I
Luckstones are too small to include in miniature form.
Yeah, they are very tiny. I don't know if that would show up at all. So, yes, and Jen.
I'm Jen. I'm playing Kay Nimblewit, a human rogue.
Yes. So when we last left everyone, they into the town that was outside the main town. Breakwater was a keep at one time. They stocked up on magic items. They also heard about a local farmer, I guess, who lost three-quarters of their cow. So they went to investigate. And that led into some ruins. And in those ruins, as they began to investigate them, a blue dragon came up from the rubble. And that's where we left. So there is, I'm not sure what everybody's going to do, but I guess we'll find out because, well, actually, we don't have to stay in it, but I think right now we should roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just.
Wow. Let's get right into it, Frank.
I mean, you know,
Just ease into it. Man, you're making up for last night's show, are you?
I gotta get it going.
I got a 10.
That sounds like a good number. Let's.
We can't even see the table yet.
No, that's true.
So you're just gonna see if we die now, and then that's it.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
then it
there's.
doesn't.
I wasn't sure if I should even set up miniatures. It really depends on the initiative roll,
Yeah,
right?
this is what I thought.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on
Dang
a
it.
second.
I just realized, Bobby, Michael, you guys both have red shirts on.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
It's
It
over.
was nice knowing you.
Mine says expendable.
Does it really?
Well, that's even better.
I was wearing this during the troll encounter. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, that's
Just make sure and
lucky
shield
shit.
that harp. We might have a use for it after you're dead.
Pugh, Joel,
At
what's
the
your
very least, we
initiative?
could sell it back.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, okay, 9 for Pugh, Joel. Okay, Gooseneck.
I got a 19.
Oh,
Oh, good.
fast acting.
Then you get to decide for
Corncob.
the party.
No, not really.
Corncob got a 10.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Sorry.
Abram.
I got an 8.
8. Fathom.
Natural 20, probably my only one of the night. Please enjoy.
Oh.
Fathom decides what we're doing.
Wow.
Is there anything
Wow.
added to that 20?
No.
Okay.
Yes, actually, 21. Okay, I'm wrong. I told him.
Oh.
One in initiative.
K.
Wow, the dragon hat tired.
11.
11. Okay. All right. All
Well-
right. So,
Hopefully she's got that demonic destroy dragon spell.
yeah, maybe. Well, Fathom.
Looking through my list, I don't see that one.
I want to make sure I have a camera on you, not just the two people who crept up and are in the lead there. But you and Corncob are in the middle of this group.
Yes, we are.
So let's just...
Fathom just blew the sneaky.
Clang! She dropped the magic dagger.
Yep. Stupid magic dagger. I knew that would be problems.
So what would you like to do?
Am I within 30 of the people up at the front?
Yes, you are within 30 either way of everybody. That's where you
Then
want it
I
to be, at
will-
least.
I will run up and curtsy and genuflect to the dragon.
Oh, great.
Oh, greetings, O mighty cerulean
Lord.
wise dragon.
That's
What a
nice of you to
pleasure it
pretend
is
he's not going to have those fear chemicals when he eats you.
Yeah.
He just ate, so I'm going to hope he's really full. He's full of juicy cow.
We should
gonna
have brought
die
more
polite.
cow.
That's all right. Make a persuasion check. Let me find the right thing.
11.
11. Okay. The dragon cocks their head, so they heard you. Did you pick a particular language or just use common for this?
Well, I've got common or infernal, so I'd probably go with common. I don't think dragons are going to know infernal, but maybe one of my draconic speaking patriots can back me up.
Okay. No, that's. I just wanted to wonder. All right. In that case, Gooseneck.
I will I will approach genuflecting and I will say, oh mighty blue lord, we have come in search of your greatness in Draconic.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
There's got to be some kind of resist vomiting spell.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see here. Genuflect, and a dragon's turn. Let's see. I'll make a persuasion check before I.
Before you roast us all. 14.
14.
No bonuses.
Okay. Well, they rise up pretty tall, puff out their chest a bit, flap their wings, and when you do, I would say, Kay, from where you're standing, you observe it looks like there is a pretty large wound along the side that's been healing. It's a little bit hard to see, but you notice it right away.
Cow fought back.
Yeah, that's one heck of a cow. So rises up. Someone with good manners. And in Draconic, to you, Gooseneck. And just sort of settles down a little bit and looks expectantly at everyone else. I wouldn't say that, actually, make an insight check. I think all of you who are wondering what the dragon is going to do should make an insight check.
Another
22 for
7.
corncob.
22 for Abran as well.
Okay. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take this in stages. You know what you got. 10 and above, the dragon looks probably relaxed after what Gooseneck said. Curious after, but not necessarily what Fathom said. 15 and above, the dragon was curious about you, with Fathom speaking. Relaxed when Gooseneck began talking to them. If you got a 20 or above, those two things, you also realize the dragon is poised with an intake of breath and is held very tense still.
Like he's in pain?
Yeah.
22?
Like there's
22?
pain and
Pain and lightning.
pain and also preparing to go on the offensive. So even though they've been very good at moving into a relaxed posture.
You feel that tingling on the back of your neck?
You're going to get struck. No. Yeah. So they're faking a relaxed posture very well, but they're not actually relaxed. They're ready. They're prepared. Make no mistake about it. But just sort of settles down and waits and looks expectantly at everyone else. Kay, it's your turn.
I'm going to hold my action. I'm waiting for Corncob to get up here.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to hold to be ready to do?
I mean, nothing special. Just when Corncob gets up here, I want to talk to him.
Okay. Pugh Joel. Oh, I'm sorry. Corncob, you're next.
I will put down I will sheath my weapon, I guess, and advance as non-threateningly as possible.
Okay.
I don't know that I'll actually genuflect. And I'm just prepared.
Okay. Pugh Joel.
Where am I in relation to the rest of the party?
You are now by yourself, 60 feet back from the front line that you can see there. Right by a tree underneath a gibbet.
Can I draw a straight line between me, the party, and the monster?
You can draw a straight line between, yes, you can, depending on how wide you make that line changes who's in it.
Then I will bob up and down, bowing like Billy Barty, and sidle to the side so that I'm out of the line of fire.
Okay. Would you like to
You're just
sidle?
straight up run away, huh?
Would you like to sidle to Abran's side, which is your right, or Kay's side, which is your left? And would you like to move forward when you do that, or stay back amongst the building rubble?
I'm going to stay back amongst the rubble, and I'll move to the closest piece of rubble.
That's Abran's side. Okay. You're sort of in.
But I'll be smiling obsequiously.
Smiling obsequiously. Got it.
You should be up here singing songs or something. Do your bard thing.
What would I sing?
Soothe the savage beast.
Something about how awesome dragons are.
Do you think a blue dragon is likely to make his savings throw against my charm?
I didn't say you try to
Who
charm.
knows?
Just...
We don't have any idea. We just know it's a dragon, where we think it's a dragon.
Yeah, yeah, it's fair enough. Okay, Abran, it's your turn. Oh, actually, make a persuasion check since you are also kind of bobbing and bowing a little bit.
Who, me?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Whoa. That's probably
20?
even.
This is why you needed to get closer.
Man, yeah.
Hard.
You should have been
Persuasion
singing.
is your whole deal.
What do you want me to sing to him? Go to sleep, little dragon.
Yeah.
So what was
Exactly.
your total? What was your total
20
after that natural?
It was a 24 persuasion.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm your little pal. I'm your little buddy.
You've totally hidden your deceit.
I'm not a snack.
You can see out of his eye, he looks and he just smiles, sort of a smirk in your direction. I think he enjoys your particular form of scraping.
Very good. I scrape away.
Abran, how are you going to?
Abran nods his head towards the dragon, and all he says is, "We mean you no harm."
Okay. Adam, we're back around to you again. This dragon has seen what everybody's done in between. Been pretty happy. I think it's clear with your passive insight that they've been pretty happy with most people's responses. They seem to not be immediately on the aggressing side. What would you like to do? A lot of rounds.
What a great question. Have an answer.
Actually, wait. I'll pull us out of rounds because no one did anything aggressive. We'll kind of stay where we are, and we will roll initiative again if any actions are taken that will look like they're going to put us back into it. So you don't have to be the one to decide. Everybody can work together to do this.
I might say you look as if you might be in need of healing, O Great One.
Yeah, I could use assistance. Are you a healer?
I am.
Is he speaking in common now?
He is speaking in common.
I'm speaking common. It's all I got, unless he wants to understand Dwarvish.
That's the way Pugh spoke to him. I'm sorry, the way Corncob spoke, so that's the way he spoke to Corncob.
How severe does this wound look? Does it look like it would kill a gnome?
So how far above 20 were you on that perception check?
Oh my! I was not.
Then you don't know.
I was at 7, so he looks like he's in peak shape to me.
Yeah. He's a peak-shaped prime apex predator to you.
Okay, never
Can
mind.
I do a medicine roll and see if I can determine more about his wound?
Yes. You might have to step forward, at least not be behind your front row there.
Tell him in
Okay,
Draconic
I'll take a step, but only to my front row.
Okay.
to the front row.
Gooseneck?
Can I tell him in Draconic that our dwarf would like to take a look at your wound and see if he can help?
Yeah, you can tell him that. Yes. Come. I won't bite. And he lifts up.
He says
the
he
thing a little
won't
bit.
bite, Corncob.
So can I
Yeah,
see
they
from
don't-
here?
He says,
pretty well?
please approach.
Yeah, make a medicine check. You can see, but he is kind of inviting you to step forward a little bit. Up to you.
23.
23. Okay. Remaining
I
back
am
there,
good at
23.
medicine.
It looks like a large claw gash. The claw looks like it would have to have been larger than what is on his paw, and his claw is easily the size of, I don't know, Pugel's leg, maybe his arm.
Oh, God. What has happened to you?
I got into a little scrape a while back. And you can see it's healed over. It's not healed perfectly well, and it was pretty vicious looking. And you also, with that sort of medicine check, you realize that while it could use some healing, he's probably still in pretty good shape. It looks like he might have
Not
lost some
impaired by it.
mobility.
Oh,
He's
he just fainted, though.
attacking.
He's
Ah,
fainting.
ah,
He's fainting.
my fainting roll worked. See, there you go. Power to influence the miniatures themselves. That's what sculptors have.
You know,
There was
this
a
light.
question in the chat about what miniature that is. Oh, somebody answered. Okay, never mind.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like he might have some limited mobility in one of his, like one of the directions he might move. It just looks like it healed stiffly. So that would impact him a bit, but he's probably not low on what you would, metagame as hit points.
Probably
But-
can't go to his left.
He can.
You can still kick our butt, is what you're
He
saying.
can still kick our butts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just approach him from the left.
Well, that's
weak
where we're
spot.
targeting.
Frank, I
if
think
we
you're
have to
channeling
target
your inner
something.
Bobby Jackson tonight.
Cranky Dog's got it right there at the bottom, by the way, to answer what mini this is. It is Stormwing.
If I have to reflect a lightning bolt, I'm reflecting it right back in his scar, bastard. Tell already he's gonna kill us.
So,
All right. So I've made the offer of healing before we leave, before we part company.
Well, he's lifted his wing for you. He said, "Yes, have a closer look at it. Perhaps you can correct it. It's been bothersome."
Well, yeah, I could probably do that. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to touch him. I'll advance slowly, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm going to continue to try to read his posture.
Yeah, he never really drops his guard, even though he's in a relaxed position.
Man, I'm worried that he's not more worried.
You might. So, I mean,
Well, how worried does he need to be?
he seems like either he's not worried because he's confident, or arrogant, one or the other, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll try a second level cure wounds on him.
Okay. Yeah, you can see some of the like scar tissue that's built up along just lighten out, thin up a bit. Stretches his wing. Better. Good. Excellent. It's been a long flight. I've had to deal with this.
How far did you have to fly with such a grievous wound?
Across the seas, looking for other lands. Warmer lands, but these just get colder and colder and more miserable.
I'm right there with you.
What brings you
Literally.
to these ruins? Is there treasure here?
Well, we're just here as adventurers ourselves.
We had heard of a large beast attacking some farmers' livestock, and we told him we would look and see if we could find a creature. But we don't think we've found anything yet.
Oh no, that was me. I'm grateful for the offering they left.
Yes, it was good meat. We had the rest of it.
See?
Do you plan to stay here, or are you just kind of passing through?
He sort of angles his head down low, sort of almost serpentine. As he does, his neck is beside you, Corncob. He comes down really low, so his head and neck level pretty much right beside you. Sort of extends a little bit towards you. Is there a reason I should be passing through? Other than the cold air.
I mean, it is very cold around here, and then if you go that way, it just gets colder. I have to say that I've not been enjoying this myself. But the people around here might have some concerns about how much livestock they need to keep on hand and whatnot if you were to stay in this region.
No, I'm on my way, perhaps, once I find an item. Just a small item I need to help guide me.
You think it's here in this ruined town?
Yes, underneath it. I'm sure of it. I can smell it.
Well, we've had some luck in locating things for people and other creatures.
Oh. So he
I got a
gives
good persuasion if you need me to.
Yeah, go. Well, you don't need to, in this case. He goes, "Oh, you don't say. Really, I could use some assistance then. You see, I know that these ruins haven't entirely been explored. I found a door beneath this tower. It has not been opened in many years. It's a bit small for me. While I'm stiff, I didn't want to squeeze through, though now I could on my own. However, perhaps.
Well, sure. I'm sure you could. It might be easier for us. Right.
Yes, you could get it for me. Anything in there could be yours, except this item I needed. And gems. I would like my pick of gems. If you find
your pick of gems? I think that sounds reasonable to me. And I'm a dwarf, so I would think that sounds very reasonable. It's hard having a high wisdom and a low intelligence, let me tell you.
Well, then you could help. He reaches, he just sort of, you don't see that it's towards, it doesn't seem to have a case or a pack or a pouch or anything like that. So it seems like he just reaches up under a scale and slips out this, it's a rod. It's rod size. Not quite a staff, definitely not a wand. And you can see the top has got a little round medallion-like shape where there's a missing gem in the middle. In here is an onyx. It will help guide the path by the points in the cut of it. It's said to be here. I came specifically here when I was leaving because I knew it would lead me to a new home. I didn't know from the stories it was so cold, though.
So, maybe I missed something. It's the piece is missing in onyx.
The piece that is missing is onyx.
Oh, is onyx. Okay.
He's looking for
And
an
it's very
onyx.
small.
It looks like this would be about,
Size of an egg?
about the size of an egg. A duck egg. Maybe, a large chicken egg.
Or a goose egg.
A small
I didn't know dragons had
cockatrice
like
egg.
nature's pocket under their scales.
Everybody finds a way to store stuff.
Cloaca.
Stop it, Proctor.
Man, we only get one per show. I thought it was Bobby's.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Well, I think we'd be more than happy to undertake this mission.
Excellent. I will open the door for you, or show you to it at the very least. Good luck. It has not
Will we
been
find
open
you?
for a while.
Will we find you here when we return?
Yes, I'll be sheltering in this tower. He sort of hunches down.
Can I use my insight to tell if he's being deceitful or in any way?
Of course. Yeah, go for it. Seems too easy from stories you've heard of dragons.
15 plus 420.
Also,
20 for my insight.
20 for your insight. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily feel like he's being deceitful. It feels like he is being leading, though. As you go through this conversation, it seems like he was hoping. He was maybe not hoping. He was trying to manipulate the conversation in a way where you might be interested in taking this up, which might be a curious thing, though not necessarily a deceitful thing.
And how old was that wound?
It looked like it was maybe a week, but it had to have him near death when he first got it.
I'm worried about what may be down there.
Are we clear on whether he traveled since he got the wound?
He said he did, yes. He said it was difficult for him to fly with it.
Yeah.
Flew over the
That's
sea.
what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah. And you didn't necessarily detect deceit in that statement.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like he's on the up and up with everything he's actually said. Yeah.
We just have to worry about what he didn't say.
Yeah. You do have to worry about what he didn't say.
Do I have any general feeling about the trickery of dragons? Like we go down, we find this thing, we come back up and he eats us anyway. I mean,
make a nature check. Make a nature check.
A nature check.
May I make a nature check?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 9.
Can I make an Arcana check?
You can make an Arcana check. You'll get different
He
things
seems
out.
very magical to me. At least where he gets his stuff is magical.
You, Joel, what was your nature?
I rolled an 18 plus 7.
Okay, so
25.
You do know there are multiple types of dragons. Their colors associate them into different groups, and they often have similar personalities in those groups. And you know that some are good and some are bad. You also believe that this climate is probably not suitable for this particular dragon. I think you've heard of them being in deserts, typically. Also, this one is probably pretty vain and needs to feel superior. I think that's this particular grouping's nature, typically. What did Fathom roll?
25.
25 Arcana. So obviously, you believe with that sort of roll that the dragon is going to be magical. This dragon can produce lightning. Also, you believe that they can see in the dark. They can see in complete lack of light. You think that this one has the ability to sense presence around it, even with its eyes closed. And typically, if the magic that sort of begins to grow, if a dragon like this has been there for a while, isn't here. So you don't feel like it's been here for a while. Magic tends to grow around dragons as they've taken up a residence somewhere. It'll be things like, for this type of dragon, that you'd expect to see thunderstorms and maybe dust devils and high winds and things like that.
Well, I think he came here for that onyx.
Let's go get it.
I don't
But
think he
let's keep
came here
in
because
mind
he
that
wanted a warmer place to live.
There are still rumors of something being here, and if it's not this dragon, it's something, right? So be prepared.
Where's the passage? Is he in front of it?
He's by his motions and his pointing, it looks like he's on top of it. Really,
Okay.
he's sort of this tower might have had a better floor before he got here. It seems like it's been recently dug up, the stones and stuff. Right down.
Like he dug it up?
Yeah, like he dug it up and was, when you came, he was hiding under the rubble. He could easily have just hid there and like popped up. He had sort of purposefully set himself like a trapdoor spider, maybe, or that kind of creature, but a trapdoor dragon, if you will.
Just waiting for some pigeons.
Yeah.
Can I tell anything about the rod?
Great question.
Like
That is
whether
a
it
good
might be
question.
something other than what he says.
Yes. Yeah, you got the Arcana check around that as well. It looks like a stellar map, and it looks like if it's what he says is true, then it probably seems accurate that this onyx, if it was cut very wildly, it would have some lines that would lead different places on the map. Right now, it's just a nice reference for the sky. In your research on stuff, well, not really too researchy, but in the studies of the magic things you've learned, it does look like the night sky from a certain position.
Oh man, we need to check
All
that
right.
dagger when we
Let's go
get
down.
free.
Yeah, let's go down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He goes down. He sort of pulls some rubble away, some stone to clear some steps, and you can see that as you go down, he's probably right. This place hasn't been found. There was.
Before we go down there, can he describe? I want him to describe this onyx more completely.
Okay. He tells you that it's cut like an 8-pointed star.
Okay.
not equal points. All of them.
How
are just
big?
a
As
little
big as my
off.
palm or bigger?
So he holds up when he holds up the rod. You can see it is like egg sized in height.
Okay. Have you actually seen this stone before, or have you just heard tell of it?
I've just heard tell of it.
Who told you?
Oh, an informant, a wonderful magic wielding sorcerer from across the sea.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. I'll pretend to believe him.
You know, that's good enough. He'll pretend to believe you.
I think we know what's going on here, but it's okay. We don't have to say
Would
it
he
out
really
loud.
fit in the door that he's showing us?
He would not fit in the doorway. It would have taken him a little work to bust down the stone. So what you see is there was stone in the bottom of a basement cellar that was bricked in, and he had ripped that out. So there was no door. It was walled over, and people would have missed it probably. He happened to break it open. Behind that is an iron door, and it is bolted with massive bolts into, it looks like not small stone brickwork, probably two-ton stones stacked on top of each other, and it's bolted into it that make the door jam. It would have been difficult to break it open wider, and the door is not real wide. He maybe could have squeezed through if he wanted to, especially if he wouldn't mind ripping off some scales from that tinder area. But the door is locked.
All right, thief. You're up. We don't have a thief.
You don't.
We have
Don't
a
we?
bard.
We have a K.
Can
I'll
I
go take a
try
look
lock
at it.
picking?
I have some mason
So
tools.
Kay's going to look at it, and Abran's excited to try his lock picking again as well. But Kay, go ahead and make a perception check as you, or an investigation, or actually, yeah, make either one of those will be fine as you search around it.
I got a 22 on my perception check.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is absolutely trapped. It's a difficult locking mechanism because it's large, not because it's difficult necessary, but you couldn't put normal picking tools in there. You're gonna have to break out your, people with special lockpick tools, I don't know who amongst you have them, but probably have a set
Weirdly,
in
I
there
have some.
that could help out with this, but it's going to be difficult because it's so large. But more importantly, the trap is, it looks like it's warded magically.
So it looks like there's a trap on it, some kind of magical ward.
It's a good thing we brought a mage.
Good thing we brought a dragon. I don't
Yeah,
think
I was
there's
gonna
anything
say,
in the door.
isn't the dragon still with us?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Can he?
yeah, you
we
didn't
ask
go in the
the-
door.
think I have any way to counteract magical wards.
What are you asking?
Did we ask the dragon and
Can he?
to
Yes, doesn't he know
bash
magic?
down
Can he
this
open the door?
Yeah.
He
Do one
said
of
he
these
would.
SWAT-style door entries.
He says, "Oh, I'll get rid of the magic for you. Stand back."
I'm standing the hell back.
Standing back. Yep.
Okay. He gets as far back as he can from it, as you guys, sort of leans down, opens his mouth, and this straight arc of lightning just concentrated at it shoots out of his mouth. It seems to last longer than a lightning strike. And the door heats up. You can see it heat up. You see a large explosive poof around it that is clearly frost, and you watch the whole door in the middle of this superheated frost over and then crack away as the lightning hits it and strikes it. And then he stops. And I'm going to roll real quick to see. Sorry, math in my head. Okay. It stops and he says, good. The magic is done, but the lock, mechanical. I would have to rip this off and it would take me a while. Perhaps one of you could do better.
Do we think that's all the traps on this? Is there still a mechanical trap, Kay?
You didn't see a mechanical trap.
Nope, it looks clear now.
I'll get out my mason's tools and attempt to break the lock.
Interesting. So, all right. Make a... Well, since you're using them as a lockpick, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's fine.
I know Abram would like to give a go at it as well.
If it doesn't, I'm not averse to just chiseling the damn lock off. But
I understand.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it for this. You could tell you could chisel this lock off. It would take a while. This lock, it's kind of integrated into it, but it would take a while.
Someone else want to try to pick it? Because otherwise I'm going to cut it off.
I'll try to pick it.
Okay.
I have tools if someone needs them.
A 19.
You get, what's your dexterity? Is that your total?
That's my total.
Okay.
That's with my sleight of hand. I get a +5.
Okay. So you can. It's real close. You think. Actually, given a little bit of time, you'll be able to do this. It was close enough that I would let you re-roll on that. You can see how it just sort of snaps in there. However,
do you want me to roll again?
No, I need you to make a choice because you're gonna have to break a tool.
I don't.
Or
okay.
let it be picked off.
What? Say that again.
You have a choice: break a tool, and I'll let you open it. So break your lockpick, basically.
Okay.
Or back away from it, and you'll have to let Corncob cut it off, or someone else pick it.
I'll break the tool.
Okay. So you're able just enough to wedge it in there and push it back, and you see a little wheel pop out, and iron pins. When I say pins, I use that lightly. They're like, the diameter is about 1.5 inches, sort of retract in from the wheel, and then it pops out. So there were 8 pins that were popped in as part of the lock. And they retract in, the wheel pops out, and you can turn it. And the door can be pushed open freely.
So I would think that's a fairly elaborate lock in our experience.
Yep, very much so. You haven't seen something like that yet. Well, you might have seen or heard of it in a fancy place, but never in normal use ever.
Yeah, that's like quadruple experience points right there.
The bottom of a ruined wizard's tower guarded by a dragon, I would expect such a lock.
Yeah, right.
So it sounds like it was designed to be locked from the outside.
Yes, not the inside.
Interesting.
Great.
A strong room.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
That's
do it.
usually what we do.
Yeah.
What do you do best?
Well, we had just opted for a slower death, that's all.
Yeah, it's definitely on purpose guarding something. So it's open. You can see that it goes just, probably 10 feet in, and then stairways lead down. torch
So
sconces
Abram and I
on
are
the
at
wall.
the forefront here.
Okay, you can be.
Well, I'll stay where I am at the forefront.
Okay. Corncob, anybody up there? You can
Standard
walk
marching
2 by
order?
2 down here if you want.
Yeah, standing marching order is probably a good idea.
Okay, so we're going to put Corncob in the front. I'm going to get cameras on this in a moment. It goes in about 10 feet and then goes downstairs, torch sconces on the wall. My question is, everybody can see in the dark, right, in this group? No, not
No.
everybody can. So are you going to light
They
up
can't.
torches for this? Are you going to light the walls or
Yeah.
carry torches?
Bobby's flipping his hands.
There was some sort of fruit fly on my face. It was
Oh.
driving me
Bobby farted.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were trying to spell.
Yeah.
Dispel fly.
Yeah,
Uh,
I am in the pantry. There must be a bad banana in here.
oh my God. So Corncob, then Abran.
I have a lantern, so I'll just light a lantern for myself and go at the back of the order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pugh, you sort of, I'm guessing you scurried forward, bowed, and as you went by the dragon, they leaned
Yeah, you
down.
went-
I like
As he
you.
went up.
Click, click. Just taps the back of your head in a. I don't know if it's patronizing, maybe, but it is definitely. I like you, little one. Sort of way.
I'm going to do a friendly little jig and strum my harp and attempt to ingratiate myself further.
Just don't punch him in the donut.
Yeah. Don't touch his donut. Oh.
Unless he wants me to.
Wow, we know what Pujo is willing to do to live. We found the line.
Oh.
I think the line's even worse than that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh.
You people with your weird
I think that's
standards.
just a direction. I don't think we plumbed the depths of Pujol yet.
No.
Oh, let's not plumb the depths of Pujo. That's no.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to plumb that.
I'm just
That's
role playing my
fun.
gnome. I'm not
Hey.
doing anything any normal gnome wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I don't know. I have you going down these
How many
stairs.
times I hear that in court?
Don't know exactly sure if this is the walking order you really want, or it's just close to it. It's side by side. You can level out in a straight line if you want to when you get down there. I'll let you tell me. Let me get a shot
Well,
here.
I've still got a decent armor class. I might as well. I mean,
Why is but should our healer be on point?
No, the elf can be on point, and we can.
Yeah,
even
I
bring
would put
Goose-
somebody more expendable like the elf.
well, the elf can go first. I'll go second. That's what usually happens.
Okay, good.
So since we're going down into dark caverns, I'm going to swap to my Cloak of the Bat.
Ooh,
Shiny new cloak.
Right.
Ooh.
Let's
Nice.
use those new things. Yeah.
I'll get my ring of water walking
Kay?
ready.
Where'd
just in
Kay go?
case this is a damp hole here.
Yeah.
So you could even turn into a bat if you wanted.
I
Is that
could.
correct?
That is correct.
It's times per day,
Once
though,
a day
right?
or something like that.
Can
Bat
bats
can
see in the
Like
dark?
quarters, that could be useful.
If bats could see in the dark, maybe you should. You could just ride on a gnome.
But she might need to turn into a bat for more pressing reasons than not having a lantern or something.
Probably. Yeah. Maybe save
Yeah,
a
I
bit.
mean, how do
Yeah,
you
hand me
think
your- hand me your
I'm going to...
lantern.
So, did you want to then pull back a little bit, Corncob, and not be in the lead there?
Well,
Or you wanna
I'll
lead?
stand just off to the side and just a little back from the elf.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go 2 by 2 necessarily. As a matter of fact, I think we should stagger side to side.
Okay, we will stagger them. Let me.
So, Frank,
Yes.
you can say no
There you
to
go.
this, but I had meant to. I have dark vision as a spell, but I didn't add it to my list, and I intended to because Kay never has dark vision.
Okay.
Is it too late? Can I
No.
add that, or is that outside?
Well, I mean, we don't do a lot outside this game. Let's make it simple. Go for it. You can have it.
All right. Okay, I'm going to cast Dark Vision and Touch K, and so she can have Dark Vision. It says for the duration that the creature has Dark Vision. I don't know what that means. You touch a willing creature to grant it the ability to see in the dark. For the duration, that creature has Dark Vision out to a range of 60 feet.
Great. So what's
So
the
8
duration of
hours.
your spell? 8 hours. Oh, so
8 hours. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Okay.
you've got 8 hours you can see in the dark.
Sweet.
Everybody-
Thank you, Errant.
So now everybody, I think, can see in the dark. Is that right? No.
I can't.
Okay.
Lizards can't see in the dark.
Did you
Oh,
want-
I thought she was the only one.
What?
I think you
I-
can. Do you have the spell slots to cast that higher?
I do. I gotta hold
I
on.
mean, I'm not saying you should. I don't want to influence you using your spell slots.
Yeah,
and
I can-
later find out.
You know
need
what?
them.
I can carry the. If Kay will let me borrow her lantern, I can carry that, or I can carry a torch, or it's all good.
No, well, I can
Yeah.
casting time one
You
action.
could carry
but
a
it doesn't-
lantern because your shield is floating.
Yeah, I'll have to drop it if we get engaged, but it's all good.
Okay.
I'll just, you know what? I've got torches. I'll just carry a torch. It's all good.
I thought you could see in the dark.
Uh-uh. I can breathe underwater.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You are welcome to
Ultra
make
bright, so
use
you
of my
can see in
lantern
the
if you
dark.
wish.
Okay. So you've got the lantern.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I'll yeah, I'll borrow Kay's lantern and
Then you're now looking down this hallway, and as you're going down the stairs, and there's a door pretty much to your left, and there's a door straight ahead at the end of this hall. Well, it's not really an end; it turns to the right.
Does everything look like dusty and unused and whatnot?
Yeah, it does. Make a. Well, I mean, you all have passive perception, so I'll just use that. It looks dusty, unused. Can we take camera 2? I think we'll show them what they're looking at better. I don't think I give away too much. I could be wrong. Although, I don't know if Justin's there, so I'm gonna.
Camera 2 looks
steal
a
it.
lot like camera 1.
There. I stole the buttons. Yeah, so you're just looking down a hallway straight at the end of this.
Justin was napping.
It's like they're looking at us.
Yeah, straight at the end, about where all of our faces are, there's a door and the hallway turns right.
Hi.
And then right to the left, there's a door when you get down to the bottom. These are wood doors, iron, no, maybe not iron, but metal hinges binding them across into the stone. This stonework is not as strong as that door frame that held the door closed. So, although it's good, it is dusty. It is, well,
who's
yeah, it's
who's the
dusty
best
and-
at searching and investigation? We need to look for traps, right?
Yeah, you might need to. And Kay, I know you have a passive perception that's high enough for this. You hear, as soon as you all get down there and that torchlight lights up from Gooseneck, you hear the lightest little thump from behind the door on the left. Like something moved against it.
In the dust on the floor, other than our footprints, is there any other sign of disturbance?
No, and your footprints are only as you go down the stairs ahead of you. It's not super dusty, but it is dusty.
I'm going to look at the ceiling.
Okay.
Is there
Ceilings
anything up
here
there?
are about 10 feet in the air. You do see occasionally alcoves placed into the ceiling. When that happens, the whole ceiling sort of goes up another 2.5 feet for about 3 feet, and then back down again, and it'll go for a little while. And inset, back in there, it's like a little shelf off to the sides, alcoves to the sides of the ceilings where they raise up, like you would put an ornamental gargoyles or statues, or maybe light sources, although you can clearly see sconces on the wall. Not sure what they're used for.
But as near as I can tell, all the shelves are empty that I can see.
Yeah, everything you can see down this side, yes.
Do the wooden doors look like they're in good shape, or like they're starting to decay? Or
the one at the end of the hallway, I'm going to move this live. The one at the end of the hallway looks like it's started to decay a little bit. You can see the bottom of it is broken through. But the one on the left looks like it's in good shape. Right. There's the
And the left one, now, did Kay tell us she heard the thunk?
I was going to as soon as I got an opportunity. Hey guys, there's something behind that door.
The left door?
Yeah.
As we get closer to the door, I'm going to kind of see if I can peer through the hole in the door on the right.
One straight ahead? Okay. So, all right, that's fair. Let me, Abran, you're moving up ahead as well with them? Okay, so you get up to the door.
Well, if we know something's in the left, we don't want something in the right coming to get us.
No.
Can I make a perception check, or is our passive perception active right now?
So focus across is the door on the left. What you're seeing right now is exactly where the door on the left is. The far door that you're trying to peek through, make a passive perception.
Passive or active?
Make an active perception check.
My active, if I'm actually looking, is pretty good.
24 for me.
Okay. Corncob, you can do it as well. You're close enough. Everybody else is
19.
back a little bit, though. Yeah, as you peek through, it looks like it's been eaten away by something. It looks like mostly it was like just everything down here is in pretty good shape, but the metal banding across the bottom door looks like it's rusted for some reason. Maybe it got moisture on it. And then the wood looks like chipped or chewed away around that banding where it was rusted out.
Ooh. Rusting is not.
It's
good.
rusty and the wood is gone.
Yeah, just that
Chewed
bottom
away,
hinge area, yeah.
Weakened. Something could have blasted it, or something could have just been peeing on it for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Spoken like someone who has dogs that pee on things.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so which door do you guys want to tackle first?
Go on the one on the
The
left.
one with the boys.
One on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with the noise.
Should we arrange ourselves?
I'm
Get
good.
the elf to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I make another perception
listen
check on
with a
that door?
perception check. I'll let Corncob get up here. Fathom, do you want to be up a little closer? Not necessarily all the
Yes.
way. Okay.
I would like to
Maybe
be up
more
closer.
to the wall on the right, though.
Okay.
I can shoot magic around people.
Gooseneck wants to be closer. Pugil, yourself?
I'm going to be up there with the group.
Okay. And Kay.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Okay. All right. What was your perception as you listen at the door?
11.
Silent. It's like there was one little. There must have been one. Must have been a very delicate thump, if only Kay heard it. She's very. You've noticed that she's very skilled at hearing and seeing things that others overlook.
All right. Would someone
we
like
check it for
to
traps?
open? Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
It's a perception check again, or an
Okay.
investigation. Sorry.
a 20 for me?
Okay. Doesn't seem to be trapped at all. Doesn't seem to be a lock on it, really, of any real sort. Could be a bar
Does
on
it
the other
open?
side.
Does it open towards us or away from us?
It opens towards you.
I have my bow in hand and can be ready to shoot, but if I open the door, I can't use my bow.
Which side is the door open on? Left or the
Use
right?
your mage hand to open the door, Pugh.
Just
Yeah.
which side would you? Yeah, use your mage hand. So sorry, I'm going to put it like this so that you can. The door. I just set this up for. It would open that direction for better camera.
If the
haven't
group
opened
will
it.
back away, I will use my mage hand to open the door.
Okay,
All right.
like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Does everybody want to get an angle so they can see in? Right now, backed away like this, really, Corncob, you've got one line of sight. Fathom, you've got another. You've got straight in Abram, and others really can't see very well inside. They
I
can
could
just see
move
the
to the
threshold.
side to let people see better.
Okay. Kay or
I mean, move closer to Corncob. Like just past him, I guess,
okay.
But closer to the wall.
Yeah,
too.
I'll
Closer-
scooch over and get whatever best line of sight I can get without pushing anybody away.
Okay. Kay, how about yourself? And Gooseneck.
I'll move in
Can't
towards
hear
the
you.
edge of the door if I
Didn't
can.
hear you, Kay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that.
I'll move somewhere where I can get a line of sight if there's enough room for everybody to do so.
Yeah.
I'll
you're-
swap places with Kay where she can shoot.
Yep. Okay. Then you're out of good line of sight, but Kay, now you have a pretty decent line of sight in. Okay.
But I can
Alright.
see the
Another
door to
door.
open it.
You can see everybody can see the threshold. Yeah, I just mean inside.
Okay.
Okay, so Pugil, Mage Hand, it opens
all
up.
of them.
So everybody, except for Kay, you see nothing when you open. The door just sort of swings open. It's completely empty. Kay, right in front of the door, you see this slightly opaque shimmer and movement as though a very large wall is like right in front of it, but it's moving unlike magical, and you suddenly realize it's organic. And just inside a little bit, you see this at the bottom, slightly higher than it should, this like small rat or something hovering in the air, half decomposed. And this thing you realize is moving, and it begins to push forward through the door. Everybody roll initiative.
Close the damn door.
And we're going to take a break there because of where we're starting this initiative roll. This is where we need
My
to take
initiative is 20,
break.
minus 1 is 19.
20 minus 1 is 19, Corn Cob. After this, Pugil.
21.
21, Gooseneck.
8.
8, Abram.
17.
Fathom.
10.
K.
13.
13. All right. Everyone, we will be back after 10 or 15 minutes. We're about to start combat, so it's going to go over our halfway point probably. And I want to make sure we get our mid-game break, and we'll come back for more of this little dungeon crawl in 10 or 15 minutes. Welcome back. I have added the gelatinous cube since it is now
Been identified.
been identified and seen.
Did we really
Although,
identify it?
Well,
All we know is there's a floating rat.
So actually, all
And how did we get in there?
K knows it. And I guess I'm making some assumptions. She might just let you all walk into it, which you would all have to do. I would love it. But
We probably deserve it.
Does Kay have an affinity with doors? Can she get it to close?
well, so it starts to move forward. Kay has identified it.
I mean,
but
could Bobby just shut the door on it?
Yeah.
Can't
Once
I mage hand it shut?
well, it's
I would.
starting to. Well, we'll find out on your turn.
Let's kill
It's
it.
starting to push through a little bit. However, so do you say anything, Kay? And what do you say if you say something?
Yeah, once I see it, I'm going to say, shut the door.
Okay.
That's an excellent
roll
He
suggestion.
says,
initiative.
shut the door. Pugil's first on initiative. Pugil, you
Oh,
don't see any
I
good
obey.
reason to shut the door, but you opened it.
I never disobey Kay.
Okay. Okay.
I shut that door.
mage hand the door closed again. Boom. And you-
Simsalabim.
Hear the squish when it hits something and a little bit of ooze sort of. Now you can almost visibly see it because it comes out the seams a little bit and you hear a telltale thump as it hits the door.
Ooh. Hold
Boom.
that door shut.
As I mentioned, it didn't look like there was any practical locks on it at all. But you've shut it at least, and it's bound to
Have
do
any
something.
hands?
We have a practical elf. He can lean against it.
Well, you shut the door.
Now that
Corncob.
we have a minute, I'm going to explain what I saw.
Okay. Yeah. So it's beating against the door. I'll give you guys a little bit of time. It is going to get through the door. You can tell because it's seen a tasty treat in you.
Uh-oh.
But you have a little bit of time to prepare. If you want.
Are we in initiative right now? Are we in our
No,
turns?
you're not. Because you have a bit of time, as long as you don't try to do anything that takes longer than a minute, no, you're not in initiative. You're good.
I'm backing away
Okay.
from the door off to the side because I have no attack for this thing.
I'll
thick
spike
is
the door
door?
shut.
How do you fight it?
You can't shoot your
I'll
bow at
spike
it?
the door shut.
Yeah,
No, you
nature
can't shoot
people,
arrows
how do we
at
fight this?
a gelatinous cube.
How thick is
Spiking
the
a
door?
cleric of nature, I have no idea.
Fireball.
And your data
Fireball
banks
the
and see if you know.
Yeah.
Let me go through a little bit.
You want me to put a fireball on that?
Corncob, you're gonna spike the door shut. You know that the door is just gonna be broken, quite likely, but because it can't really.
It buys
turn-
us a couple extra
turn it
rounds.
off.
That's all we need to figure out what the hell we're going to do.
Okay, so you immediately go to action, spiking it shut. Okay.
Yes.
How did it get in?
I'll help Corncob.
You'll help Corncob. All right.
Oozed in
Like-
there.
Pugil, what are you gonna do during this time?
Enlighten us, Bard.
Right, you seem to be muted if you're speaking.
Sorry. Can I make a nature check to see if I know anything about gelatinous cubes?
You could make it a disadvantage. There's not much.
Okay. Ooh.
They're not the
Ah,
typical
can't you-
nature.
Can't you melt it with a song? Come on. Play that fancy harp.
I can play the harp at it.
What was your nature check?
I rolled it. It was a total of 13.
Okay, that's not bad. They are natural creatures, but natural underdark, typically creatures.
And we weren't able to tell if it's the regular gelatinous cube or the jiggler gelatinous cube variant, right?
Nah, you couldn't
We have
tell
that-
much about it. Yeah.
We have that flammable oil. We could
Yeah.
douse it with that.
I could expand the flames too.
Set the door on fire. Maybe you discourage it from coming through.
Yeah, then there won't be a door though.
Or weaken the door.
There ain't gonna be a door there.
Maybe
anyway.
it wants to. Maybe it wants to start the door on fire from its side.
Why don't we put a puddle of the oil in front of the door, wait for it to come out, and then light the fire?
Do I
Just
have any? Do
thought.
I have any
No.
oil? Do I?
Won't kill
my
it.
go.
We
Do I
have
any
oil. We bought oil.
Add oil.
We bought
I
we've
don't
got
think I've-
fancy.
Yeah,
We
I
all
don't think
got
I
oil.
have any in my pocket. I didn't write any.
We got
oil down.
flammable
We all
oil.
got-
I'm not sure about lighting a patch here in the corridor, though. I think we'd want to contain it to the room, don't you? What if it burns up really fast? I mean, when you open the door, throw the oil in there, magnify it, and close the door again, and hopefully it doesn't. The blast doesn't catch it.
Well, okay. You guys.
What if it's
I
naked?
don't know what else. What else do we do besides
what if
burn
it
it?
teleports into your brain?
We can't
What if?
hit
What
it.
if? What
I
if?
have
What
no
if?
idea what this is.
I don't either. I'm
Well,
thinking
I mean,
set the door on fire to kind of discourage it from coming through the doorway. I don't know whether
We
it's
could just
vulnerable
back
to
up the
fire
hallway
or
and have the spellcasters throw spells at it.
Yeah, well, let's
Okay.
move as far back as we can, and maybe it's not very zippy.
Okay.
hey,
Um,
I have a good idea. I say, hey kids, let's go back upstairs and see if this thing's vulnerable to lightning.
Ah.
Lure it
Let's
up
have
to
the
the
mage
dragon.
hand
Yeah.
light it on
Let's-
fire.
Let's lure it back upstairs and have our big blue friend zap it. And I'm going to start moving towards the stairs with a little bit of alacrity.
Abran and Kay, Abran, Kay, and really Fathom as well. What are you going to do in this time?
Well, I do want to back up, so I'm spellcasting from a range, because why not give it
Are
a
we-
minute to
We're
get to
backing
us?
out of the dungeon.
I think that's the direction you're backing up.
That's
I don't know
probably
if
a
you're going all the way
wiser
out.
choice.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
me too.
And going
Yeah,
towards
go to
things
that
we don't
side.
look at.
We'll try to get the door open without the gnome's mage hand, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's going to burst through. So
Yeah,
Fireball,
it'll open
bitch.
the
Yeah,
door.
it's gonna
All right.
on its own.
do.
All right, then I'm back. Then I'm back on Bobby's first plan. Let's spread some oil in front of the door.
that was my plan.
Oh, your plan. Then let's
Bobby
spread some
wants to
oil in
burn
front
the
of the
door.
door
Spread the
and
oil.
ignite it as soon as it oozes through.
Kay, where do you want to be? Back up on the stairs with the
Yeah.
majority? Okay.
I'm not sure we
Yeah, we
should
wanna
go
be
running
out
back
of
to
the-
the dragon every time we face a monster. I don't think that's what he wants us to do.
It might,
He didn't
might,
want to come
shoot
down
it.
here.
might change his opinion of you, yeah.
For all
So
we know,
after it
gelatinous
hits the
cubes are
flame-
deadly enemies of dragons or whatever. Dragon's bane.
After it,
Sure.
it starts to
I think that's
flame, I'm
it-
going to
You're going to,
control flames 5 feet in its direction.
okay. So you're
It
all
expands.
prepared. You got oil
magically.
on there. Who's going to light it?
I'll light a torch
Huh.
and get ready to throw the torch when
Got
it
it.
comes out.
Okay. Beautiful. It sounds like you're all ready.
Usual, what were
Sounds
you
like
saying?
I'm just saying that it may be better to deplete the resources of the dragon rather than deplete our resources, because as soon as we bring this MacGuffin to him, he will betray and eat us. He's a
Right.
dragon.
Yeah, but we're just using oil and a torch.
He's a
Let's-
busy dragon.
Let's burn this.
That's
thing.
why I didn't want to use spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My obsequiousness was a put on. Apparently, not everybody's was.
We're just trying not to get killed. TPK. No way.
I mean, that's pretty much what we're trying to do every day, isn't it?
Same thing we do every day.
That's
Um,
right. Try and not get killed.
Okay. You're all right. So you're readying Corncob to put a torch on there on that oil. Gooseneck, what are you readying to do when it comes to this door?
Well, I had thrown the oil
Want to light
out,
it in two
so
places?
huh?
Want to light
What
it
did
in
you
two
say?
places?
Sure. I'll set down the lantern and light a torch, and I'm ready to flick a torch.
Okay.
I'll throw on one side, and Corncob can throw on the other.
Okay. All right. Pugil, what are you readying to do? You are muted again.
You're muted.
Damn it.
Still muted.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a really good point too. Really good tactic.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so that's
Best
what
idea
I'm
ever.
gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're streaking with the whale grease. Understood.
That's correct. And
Whale
I'm
oil.
going to mage hand the elf into the cube as soon as it's visible. Actually, I'm just going to get ready to shoot the thing with my little crossbow as soon as I can see it.
Okay. All right, you're readying the crossbow. All right. Abran, what are you getting ready to do?
I have my bow out ready to shoot it.
Okay.
Raise some arrows.
Okay. Fathom.
Oh,
I'm ready to control flames to
Make
make
it
sure the
bigger.
fire goes onto the cube.
Okay. Okay.
Frank, I wanted to add.
Oh, sorry.
I throw my shield up and say the magic word.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, it's happening.
All right.
Ooh, magic turtle shield.
What's it? What? Yeah, I was gonna say. What's it look like?
I think it looks like that
Well,
stuffed
it's a
animal
turtle
or
shield.
stuffed toy
And
Gene
the,
holds
and the
up all
magic
time.
word is cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
I think we need to
Giant.
make a miniature pink donut.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
it's
got a
a magic
hole in it.
shield.
Yeah,
gonna say
there
that
you
has-
go.
It has a design flaw.
The flaw. It does have a design flaw.
That's so I can see through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't pay full price.
Kay, what are you preparing to do?
I will also have my bow ready.
Okay, bow. All right. So it bursts through the door, and it just sends, like you'd expect splinters of wood to come flying out the way it comes through, but honestly, it doesn't. They like burst out and then just sort of pull into it.
Oh, good. It brought its own kindling.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now it's full. It doesn't even need us.
And everybody's thing goes off just as it takes its first little out the door. So you throw the torch down. It lights up.
Torches.
Yeah, Corncob. Well, actually, let me roll this initiative. Let me look at this initiative order to see who does what first.
Yeah.
Pugil, make your crossbow shot.
Is it on fire? Light it on.
Oink.
Not yet. It will be. Everybody's going to go in
We're
that
going
order.
by our last initiative.
Ah, sorry.
15.
Okay, that is not a
Oh, wait.
point. What?
19. Sorry, I had to +4 shot.
Okay. 19. What that hits? What's your damage?
Sorry. 7.
Okay. You guys are all ready for it. So you shoot with the bow, and Corncob. That's when the first torch, your torch goes down.
Corncob throws a torch.
Roll 1d6 fire damage for this.
Okay, this was a flammable oil, by the way.
Yes. No
3.
rolling to light it. 3. So that's the damage, and it sort of gets up under it and on it a little bit. So because of the type of oil, and will continue to damage it as it coats around on the floor, and it's not smothered or put out as the ooze kind of comes over it. Okay. All right.
I smell Jello.
Abran, your turn.
Okay, I shoot my first arrow at it with a 33 to hit.
This is easy to hit. It's massive. It takes up
Yeah.
all the hallway.
So that is 14 plus 2, 16 points of damage on the first arrow because I used my Colossus Slayer
Okay.
perk. And then the second arrow is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
With 13 more points of damage.
Okay.
Man.
No kidding, right? After that, Abran, it is. Wait a minute. I gotta mark this off. I was doing it differently. Kay, your bow.
I got a 22 to hit
Yeah.
and 5 points of damage.
All right. Another arrow. Into it. Whoops. Fathom.
I instantaneously expand the flame 5 feet towards the cube. Or into.
Okay. So it widens out on the ground even more, 5 feet. So Corncob had 5 feet. Basically, I'm kind of breaking it down like this. You push it out 5 feet more, but not the original super flammable oil. Roll a D6 damage. And it also begins to light that part on it.
4.
Okay. And Gooseneck.
Throw my torch at it, at the oil.
Right.
Other
The,
side of
one
the
of the
oil.
last bits. Is
So
gonna light up. Roll
1d6.
Yep.
2.
Okay. All right. For all of you, you'll get to roll 1d4 damage each next round as well, as it perpetuates on them. All right. So all it's doing this round is moving through. It moves. It can't get farther than right up in your faces. That's a horrible. Let me change the shot angle a little bit on this. And because you've moved up quite a way, it looks mildly, I guess you'd say it's frustrated. If you could anthropomorphize.
I hate being an ooze.
An ooze. It sort of is pushing. You can see it's just like almost morphing its shape out a little bit as it urgently moves towards you. This must be amazingly fast for it, even though it's quite slow to all of you as it kind of pushes up. These are not super great predators. They're better laying in wait. So they get about this far, and Pugil, you're up. Might be quicker than I thought.
You're muted.
Bobby's in the pantry or something.
Yeah, I'm in the pantry. I rolled another 20.
Yeah, fruit flies.
Natural 20, double them damage
Yeah.
dice, or roll
That's right.
double the dice.
I roll 2 dice or 1 times 2?
2 dice.
Okay.
Double the dice, not double the number.
An 8 and a 14, 16.
Woo! That's a hefty whack.
Have some crossbow, you slimy monster.
Wow. All right, Pugil.
Wow, maybe I need to get a crossbow. I think that's better than my spells.
Well, the control is a little bit different than your other spells, but Corncob.
Plus, you have to roll a 20.
Joel the knockout.
I will cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff,
Okay.
and then I still get to hit it?
With your action, you may then attack with the quarterstaff.
Yes.
Yep. And you get to roll 1d4 for that perpetuating fire damage.
Okay. So I get a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Let me see. 4 fire damage,
All right.
and then 11 damage from my shillelagh.
Wow. You guys are tearing into this poor besieged upon ooze. All right.
Hey, it
very
had the
nice.
option of just staying in the room and
It did.
reading
It
a
didn't
nice
take
book
it.
or something.
Abran
Nope, it chose poorly.
did.
I am up again?
You are up again, yeah.
Cool. So a 16 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. 4 plus 11 plus 8. 19 first arrow.
All right.
And then 27 to hit with 11 points of damage.
Yeah. So just with that arrow, it sort of just deflates on the ground, sort of puddles out, burning, smoldering. Your arrows kind of
My souffle.
hovering in it. Yeah, it falls like a souffle.
And now we have to check it for onyx gems.
Yeah, well, it should have left a pile of goo.
It
Gooey
left a
items.
very nasty, sticky pile of smelly, flaming, or smoldering goo across the entire hallway floor here. And you're out of rounds. You
Sweet.
successfully.
We have to search
Good
the
job.
All right.
Yeah.
So who can summon a bunch of water?
Not me.
Oh,
Good
that
question.
sounds like a corn cob thing.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to summon. Well, I could
You got the
summon
water
water,
ring.
but it's nothing special. And it's not really water.
I
I
can
think
breathe
we all got
underwater.
to pee on it.
Is
We all
that
got
a
to pee
lot?
on it.
The instruction was a lot of water.
Oh, I'm a dwarf.
I feel like I'm fairly hydrated.
Some
I
days
have a
Kay wishes
tiny
she was
gnome
still a
bladder.
door.
And not today. I mean, that ooze did horrible things to the door.
Can we get around
That's
it?
true. The door did not have a good day.
You can't get around the ooze on the floor. No, you'll have to clean it up or walk through it. I mean, it is just
It's just
possibly
ooze.
ooze, right?
But we have to look through it in case the onyx is in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. Just
But
make
how
a-
did it get in the room? It's haunting me.
Yeah,
It oozed.
ooze.
It can go under doors. It didn't seem like it could go under doors.
No, it didn't.
Okay,
Maybe
well
it grew in
let's
there.
search the ooze and search the room and see if
Okay.
we find this topaz or this onyx.
Investigation checks for everybody searching the ooze in the room. I assume that's everybody. Might not be.
11.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Man, it's like 20 night.
6.
Except for me, I just rolled a 3.
15,
15's good. 6,
which is
pretty
not a 20. But
Yeah,
I'll
but
take it.
Still good.
5.
Kay, did you do some searching? What was yours?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. All right. Abram, did you investigate?
I
Hey, we
rolled an
spotted
11.
two, so we're not
11.
going to judge.
Okay. Okay. So it's going to be Corncob and Gooseneck as they're looking through. You do not see an onyx. Interestingly enough, I mean, all you find in here was that the small rat that's mostly still a rat or mouse, and then some little bones, as though there hasn't been much down here to eat or have in it, but there's some small creature bones in it. That's it. That's all it was in it. Now in the room, as you go through into the room and begin to search around, and it's your rolls were for both, everyone. So as you go
And it's
in,
an enclosed room. There's not another exit.
there is not another exit. It makes you very curious about how it got here. Behind a locked door. Or a closed
I feel
door.
like we need to look for doors just in case. See, but we did investigate, so we would have spotted that too.
Did
I guess.
investigate, so you would have spotted a door. In here, it's nothing. Empty.
Bah!
Like this is almost like this would be some sort of ooze holding pen.
Like a garage.
So that was an ooze storage area. Okay.
Mm.
Well, you got to keep your oozes somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
USA. USA. Oh, I guess that'd be OSA. Never mind.
ooze.
God, I didn't know where you were going with that initially.
I did now. Yeah. Yeah.
Thought it was a political commentary.
Very odd. In fact, it doesn't seem. It only seems logical if someone was trying to purposefully keep an ooze here.
Okay. Well, let's.
But
You
the
have
door
this-
wasn't even locked.
No, it wasn't locked. It was closed.
Well, if your ooze can't open doors, you don't really need to lock it.
But it busted right through the door.
It had to have
Once it
motivation.
detected food,
Yeah.
once it detected a snack.
Oh, you tasty snacks out there.
So it
now,
put it
I
here
want-
and nothing living has passed by since then? I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
if I
just the
buy
mice.
I
It was
want to
sealed
creep
off.
down to that corner and peek around the edge.
Okay. I want to see
Let's
if I
also
can...
peek through the hole.
that. Yes.
I am gonna.
Scared.
I don't think I can do this
Gene.
live, but I'm curious if
That's
I
your
can.
cue.
So I apologize, Justin.
Someone's peeking through the hole.
If Bobby can
Ooh.
creep down around
Hello?
the corner.
Hello.
What?
I don't.
What'd you see,
I don't
Rhonda?
see any. There's nothing moving. There's no floating rat skeletons around the corner.
Nope. You see a door, like
Okay.
angled. You can just make out the hinges of it, probably. You're perhaps scarily close to this door that's busted open. If you were worried about it being dangerous at all, you had to get pretty close to it. Everybody else mentioned something about checking the door, or Abran did at least.
Well, I didn't
Yes.
see anything on first glance when I tried to look through that hole in it.
Nope.
Now-
Nothing.
Does the damage to the busted door look like the same sort of corrosion as the ooze did to the door it came through?
As this ooze? No. This ooze didn't
That
seem to have
wasn't
any
corrosion, that was
corrosive
corrosion.
properties. It was just
Oh,
oozy
okay.
and sticky.
It just pushed through it. And
Yeah,
broke
yeah,
the
it
door.
just pushed. It had
Yeah.
a lot of mass behind it.
Okay.
And as it kept sort of sloshing itself against the door finally broke. It just sucked up all the door particles when the door did break.
Okay.
And metal particles, for that matter. So yeah, you have this.
Okay. So we gonna. What next? We gonna open this next door?
Yes. Let's open
Battle
the
the
next
next
door.
ooze?
Yeah, let's go. Let's just open that half door thingy, the
Yep.
one with the rust.
Yeah,
Did
that
we
would make
look through
sense.
the hole yet? Let's look through the hole.
I looked through the hole before. I didn't see anything through the hole.
But we're closer now.
True.
Yeah, you can get right up to it. and-
Pujol's right up in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're that height.
Pujol-
I'll just take a
Push
Pujo
him
can
right
crawl
through.
in the hole.
Pujol, you're gonna get down.
Pujo crawl through the hole.
You're gonna get
Just
down
walk
there.
through it.
No.
Walk in.
Pujo goes through the
Just
hole.
walk in.
No, Pujol does not do that.
Okay.
He
Pujol,
doesn't have to.
Pujol,
He just walks
No.
straight up.
Pujol has an armor class of 12. Put your little elfie noggin through the hole. What's wrong with you?
Elves are really tall.
Corn cob.
Yeah.
I'll go up there.
All right. As
I'll
you
start
look
looking
in,
to see if it's locked or if it. Well, actually, I'll look to see if it has the same configuration as the last door.
it's got a very similar configuration. The difference is, as you kind of look in close, make an investigation check.
Ugh. 2.
Okay.
I don't see a
it's,
damn thing.
No, it's
great
the
to me.
door's identical to the other one. But when you look in, you
Did you
don't
open your eyes? That's the first
see
step.
anything. Yeah, we didn't want to get ooze splashed in his eyes.
Yeah.
You do notice that there is some sort of discoloration in here on the walls and floor. That's the only thing you notice. That's all.
There's some sort of discoloration on the walls and the floor. In my experience, have I ever seen or heard of anything that would cause discoloration in a stone floor like that?
He's a dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of paints, pigments, dyes, rotting food, molds, mildews, anything. A lot of stuff could cause that discoloration. Yeah.
Does it
Okay.
does it look damp? Corn cob?
Does it look damp?
I'll let you roll again. We'll call this advantage because your partners are helping you, and you can take whichever is higher. This might be a lower roll. I don't know.
All right, I got a 16 on that one.
Okay. Yeah. So as you get that little hint from Pugil, you kind of look
Good
at
job,
it.
Pugil.
It doesn't look damp, but when you observe it to see if it looks damp, it looks more like parts of the stone, especially any. Sometimes some stones are heavier in ores, and this looks like it had a little bit of a metal ore in it. That has definitely been eaten away.
Oh, good.
So it looks like acid of some sort has discolored
Yeah,
this floor
I
wall.
figured that.
Maybe we should skip this door.
Well, you
So-
also
Come back
feel like
later.
it's
With
entirely
my
Come
innate
back
possible.
there.
stone
Has
cunning,
left.
But
There's an
hole, so
acid
whatever
that would
was in
dissolve
there
this
probably
stone.
Isn't in there anymore.
Yeah, it's called a.
It would take a pretty hefty acid.
Right. From the guts of a.
Does it look flailed around or like the whole thing was filled with acid?
It does not look evenly. Like there's not a tide as though it had water or an acid level on it. And it looks like actually now that you're seeing with that kind of investigation, maybe the inside of the door had some sort of protective coating on it that was wore through right here where it finally rusted through or corroded through.
And how large is this hole? Could a dwarf crawl through the hole?
A dwarf could just barely squeeze in.
Then
I
a
think a
gnome,
gnome
it's no
would fit
problem for a
better.
gnome, especially
Yeah,
a well-greased
get in there,
one.
no problem.
Or a
you
nice
could-
slender elf?
I mean,
Well-greased gnome ought to go in there just like crap through a goose. Heck.
Or a chicken through gooseneck.
All right. Well, that's what I know. Do we open the door? I mean, it's already open in a way, so whatever's in there
Whatever it is.
can get out. Let's kick it open and see what else we see.
I think we need to look for it carefully as we wander around.
We don't want to leave something behind us that could come out and get us.
Okay.
Can I look? I want to look down the hallway and see if there's any discolorations like Corncob is describing on the outside of the room anywhere that I can see.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna have to peek in a little bit. Oh, we can't even see the little Pugil underneath the wall. But yeah, so you creep around the corner, just 10 feet around the corner. Make an investigation check out here, Pugil.
Oh, 13, 15.
15. You see a couple spots that are a little bit suspicious, as though perhaps something came through here with those capabilities.
So there is some acid-like erosion in the stone in the hallway. Is it
a little bit?
Is it high up or is it low down, or can I discern a pattern?
It's mostly low down.
Well,
say we go in.
opened the door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Corncob
yeah.
opened the door. Corncob,
Send the elf in.
it's a tiny room, half the size, if that, even of the other one. It looks like this was some sort of built-in ventilation shaft of some sort.
Ventilation.
As you look up, you see. I'm just assuming you look up. You've looked up in other places.
Yeah.
So you're a dwarf. You understand you got to get air underground to make it fresh with things that are living in here. And as you look up, you see stonework that is got carved slits in it, basically. It looks like a very, very thick slab of stone. Probably, you're guessing, much like those the door jamb that you first entered into. It's probably about 3 to 4 feet thick with a tiny, when I say tiny, I mean like 2.5-inch wide, probably every 10 inches, a 2.5-inch wide slit carved almost.
So it's like a stone grate.
It's like a stone grate. It's very thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell offhand if it's dwarven manufacture?
Make a history check.
Ooh. I know
That's
good at that.
another great one I have. 14.
It doesn't look dwarven manufactured.
Okay.
It's mostly because it doesn't seem practical. And this is a simple piece. Anybody could have made it, but the practicality.
Well, I should have added
not...
double my proficiency bonus to the check, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it's stonework.
In that case, it looks like it could have been crafted by dwarves, but the design itself is not dwarven.
Okay. So generic. Do I actually see that curved thing?
Yes, you can see that it is this is a half circle room.
Oh, so it's basically I'm just standing in that little curved wall room.
Yep.
Looking up at a grate.
Yep.
Can you see any of that corrosion on the grate part?
I don't know. Can I?
It looks like there is some, yeah.
So whatever it is might have come through.
I mean, you got to get, so for these kind of things, you got to get that lantern, pull it in, and give a good look. Your dark vision is not detailed enough, but I'm assuming you're doing all of that.
Hand me the lantern. I'll look up there.
Yeah.
So it looks like something slithered through the grate and plopped into the ground, or just years of something leaking through the grate eroded this floor.
Can I go back and look more closely at the door and verify that the corrosion is more significant on the inside of the door than it is on the outside?
Yes, and you verify that that is true. It is more significant on the inside than the outside.
So something came through.
That's what it looks like. It looks to me.
Okay. Well,
I tell the rest of the party. You see, there's corrosion out here in the hall as well. It looked like whatever was in this room has gotten through the door and is out in the hall, squirting acid on the walls.
So it could be trying to corrode us at some point.
But it wasn't very big if it got through that hole when it came through the hole anyway.
No, but you'll notice that most of the corrosion is down low, but not all of it. So who knows?
Errant has an observation.
I'd like to scout down stealthily past Pugh around the corner.
Okay.
This is where Abran buys it.
Abran, make your stealth check.
The way you've been hoping for.
17.
Okay.
Oh.
You creep around that corner. You can clearly see the door. And you see that this hallway right here turns left, and then right after the door turns left again. So it makes a big square U-turn, basically.
So I don't see anything else.
What is your, what's your passive
I have dark
perception?
vision Passive
I forget.
perception's 15.
Yeah. Okay. No, you don't see anything else.
Okay. Do I have anything, any action or anything left? Can Kay have line? Does Kay have line of sight to me?
We're not really in rounds. You probably just slipped
Okay.
out of line of sight of Kay. You'd have to come back unless
Okay.
she was following you. I don't know, Kay.
I probably was not following.
Okay. Then you cannot see Kay.
Okay. I take a step back around the corner and then say I don't see anything. There's another doorway and another hallway down. But
Let's move on.
As I can tell, everything looks clear.
I call this room clear for now.
Okay.
Unless you guys really want to investigate this little closet more.
Nope. Let's go.
Yeah, you shown the lantern up on the grill to make
I
sure
did.
that there's.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
It was eroded.
I've just pulled you down to this door. This door has a lock on it.
Locksmith.
You all basically in the same positions you have been in before. Okay, swapping K with Pugh. Yeah.
We gotta hire a thief. Maybe Frodrick. Someone named Frodrick.
If we could kill this elf off, maybe he could roll up. Michael could roll up a thief.
Well, that'd be metagaming, though.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just speculating.
I think the
I
gnome
just
is
remember this miniature named Frodrick. I've always wanted to see used in a game. He had this giant lockpick.
You know what? That is below the belt. Below the belt.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
going to ignore that comment.
You brought it up.
Yeah, you did.
It's just
Try to work
hey.
him into the game. You want him in the game.
It's just ugly.
Ah.
Somewhere's
Wanted one
Ron
thief.
is cringing.
Must be named Frodrick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must have a halberd.
And enormous nostrils.
And really good at lockpicking.
Yes. And totally disposable.
All right.
Go back to the town and hire a locksmith.
You
All
get
right.
to this other door. It is locked. It's not
Who
as
wants to
elaborate.
pick this one? We only got 3 thieves' tools left, and I got my mason
I'll go
tools.
take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kay,
we
you go
got
up.
the sci-fi tools, by the way.
You
No.
go what?
Didn't we? Oh,
We
maybe we
sold
did.
Were they
I don't
part of
know.
our magic item exchange? No.
Yeah.
I think
I
we
don't
sold
know.
those.
Because those
We
might
sold
double
them.
as
We did.
lockpicks.
I think
We did.
sold
Okay,
thought they
never
were-
mind then.
Oh, or something.
Yeah. I offered them up.
Okay, make
All right.
an investigation check.
God, this is killing me. 14. No, 15.
Wait, Kay's the one.
Oh, sorry.
She has a helper. A very helpy helper.
I got a 12.
A 12. Okay. It does not appear to be trapped, just locked.
All right. I will try to open the lock then.
Okay, sleight of hand. I'm gonna move
25.
you up into the proper place.
Bam.
Ooh, 25. Your picks no sooner touch the lock than you hear it click, and clearly is unlocked.
Um,
Well, that's it. Kay's picking all the locks from now on.
Suspicious.
Right.
can anybody see around that curve to the left? Before we open the door, let's
Yeah.
peek around there to make sure there's no sentries or ogres or something waiting for us to make a
Sure.
door jingle.
Well, how does the dust look in front of us down that corridor?
Down the corridor, going that way, the dust actually is not as visible or active. You feel like it's been disturbed.
That's not suspicious.
Like the dust has been disturbed.
Yeah. In fact, everything sort of after the after this door, you suspect that if Pugil is accurate, that it's because whatever came out of that door went down that way. But I will say the unusual thing about this door, as you peek down the hallway, is it is carved with it looks like copper that's been patinaed over, and it's carved with a face, and where the tongue or open mouth would be, there is a giant keyhole.
Oh, well, that's a clue. Let's see. Copper keeps away snails.
Must be a horrible snail.
We don't want to eat another snail, so.
No,
Well,
we
let's
don't
leave.
want to see another snail.
All right. So
I had my
this door
fill.
actually has had some attention lavished on it.
Well, so that's the door when you peek down the hallway. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The door right in front of you, no problem opening. It seems like much like the other doors, wood with metal hinges, is unlocked. Okay, got it very quickly. But you peek down, you don't see any sentries or any creatures down there. You only see the dust is disturbed, and there's a metallic door at the very end of this hallway.
So you want to go to the
Yes,
mundane door
exactly.
first and then the fancy door? Or what do you want to do?
We're closest to the mundane door, right?
Let's
I don't like to leave closed
explore
doors
this
behind
mundane.
us.
Yeah, let's open this door, please.
Okay.
I'm
Open
going
it
to
up.
step back so somebody with more armor can open the door.
All right. Corncob, you move.
I'll
right in.
open it.
All right. You open the door, and you look in, and I don't have any wrecked furniture, but all you see is as though this was a workshop or something. You see a bed in here. You see table, benches. There were some tools on it, but it is all just dry rotted wood on the ground. Unlike the doors, I will add, but it's sort of half busted.
Looks like busted up furniture. Do you want to go in?
What's on the inside on the place where that
Yeah,
corresponds
let's-
to the keyhole mouth?
Why don't we
Oh.
search the room?
We're
That's-
not at that door.
Not at that door, yeah.
Oh, different door. Okay,
Different
sorry.
door.
Yes, we're at the
search,
mundane
search
go
the
in
door.
and search
workshop.
this room.
You want to come up
Yeah.
with the lantern?
Yeah.
My dark
go in.
vision's only going to show so much.
I'll
All right,
come.
I'll step in.
Let's
What
investigate.
the hell? I'll
You'll
step
step in?
in and move to my left, right inside the door,
Okay.
to leave room for other people if they want to come in.
Step in,
I'll step in and move to the right.
move to the left, step in, move to the right. Okay.
I'll step in and stand in the center.
There we go.
Of course.
Three
That's fine.
amigos.
Move to the left.
On behalf of Dos Baños.
the right. Abran in the center. I'm going to throw some of this junk around in here because it should be thrown around. And let me give you... Yeah, I absolutely can do that, Justin. Hold on a moment. Let's get something a little better. Make an Are you physically investigating at this point, or just looking around the room, everyone, with your
Well, he's got the
positions?
lantern. It's going to look all over, walls, ceiling, floor.
Okay, but you're looking still rather than kind of digging.
And
through
the
all
rest
this
of us
rubble.
fit in there? Or
Yes, I'm
it's-
not.
yeah,
I'm not
it's-
actually. I'm
it's
not
a-
actually pulling up there. I might wait for someone with better investigation to come up and do that.
Okay, it's a very big room comparatively. It's bigger than all the other ones you've been into.
Well,
So
I
it
will
will
hop in
definitely-
and investigate then.
Okay. Make your
Hey,
perception.
check the dagger while we're here.
Perception
Unless
checks?
something kills us.
Yeah, for the 3 in there right now with the lantern, make perception checks. When Fathom gets
12.
in, she can make an investigation.
Abran got a 12.
16. Corn
16.
15 and 16. Okay. You guys don't see anything unusual. Kay, I'm going to put you back at the threshold of the door. Same for Pugh, unless you decide otherwise.
I want to be at the corner watching the around the corner to make
this
sure
one.
nothing comes
Okay.
that way. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do a little sentry duty.
Yeah. Okay. Fathom, make your investigation roll as you physically go through this stuff. Visually, it didn't reveal anything.
9.
9.
Can we physically search too?
You can physically search too if you like.
Yes.
Okay, 9. This stuff is very old. It's sort of, some of it crumbles in your hand. There's some pottery. There is some barrels that have stood up longer. Maybe the furniture was just cheap wood or a specific kind that didn't do well with the air. But it must have been very light and delicate wood to have dry rotted or rotted the way it did. But you don't find anything amongst it with that investigation roll. What was your?
Mine was 5.
5. Okay.
I didn't find anything.
Okay. Anyone else want to?
Anybody else?
Stuff.
I'll go through it, and so I got a investigation.
Yep.
I got an 8. Sorry,
8.
I suck.
No.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. 15. That's pretty good. Hold on to that number. Kay, are you going in or are you staying out back here?
I'll go in and look around.
Hey, you can.
I'm going to use my quarterstaff to push stuff over, though. I don't want to touch it.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and make your investigation roll if you're looking around or physically rummaging around.
I got a big old 4.
A big old 4. Okay. So you also, it's hard because it's a chaotic mess of rubble. However, Corncob in particular, when you start pushing over one of the pots, it falls over, finish shattering the rest of the way, and 5 onyxes spill out of it.
Woohoo!
Do any of them look star-shaped?
Or the size of a duck egg?
At the moment, they all look, I mean, they're far away from you. You'd have to investigate them much more closely. But yeah.
Well, I will ask Corncob if any of them look like the one the dragons have.
I'll have a look.
Make, I think there is a, make an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check.
Oh, of course. 7.
I don't know, this doesn't seem like your kind of job. They all look very similar. They're all about the same size, and they're all kind of star-shaped too, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure they're all the stones he's looking for. All of them.
Well, he did say he wanted to look at stones if we got them, so I think we'll have to show them to him.
Yeah, I think we'll take them.
Take a look.
Because we get 4, he gets 1, right?
Gets his
Detect
magic.
magic.
Yeah.
He said he
Detect
got to
magic
have his
takes all of them.
gems, I think.
Yeah.
You're
We
gonna
also
detect-
need to check the dagger while we're down here.
Detect magic
That
on
is
them.
true.
Fathom.
I can detect magic, but I think it takes a long time to cast. Oh, no, it doesn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I will detect magic.
Okay.
Might as well detect it on the whole room.
So, nothing.
Well, you guys light up like Christmas trees.
Yeah, now you do. So.
Yeah, my 2 rings, boy. They're just glowing.
Well, your pants may not glow, but they're pretty spectacular.
They are spectacular.
I am Aqua Dwarf.
So first, you come up and you investigate the gems themselves. Is that accurate, Fathom?
Yes.
Okay. Make your intelligence check as you look at them.
But I did also cast Detect Magic, so if anything's magical, I will see that. Sadly, I roll for crap, so I got 5.
5. They do not seem magical, and yeah, they all look about the right size and maybe the same right shape. You know.
We take them anyway. They're worth something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I forgot
Probably.
my luck stone. I guess technically I got 6. Woo!
Hey, there you go. Okay. That didn't change anything though.
Does that last for a time?
10 minutes, I believe.
Well, check all the piles of crap in here then.
All right.
Yes.
You
Check all the piles of crap.
you do find something as you go through. You see a little glow of magic that is at the bottom of what was probably a a barrel of liquid, maybe water, perhaps, and you see a glow from inside, which you are free to look at.
I'm going to look closer before I just try to grab it or something.
Okay. Yeah, as you look in, so you can see the glow more clearly, there seems to be some sort of horn-shaped decanter or flask at the bottom. And it is glowing magically.
Ooh.
I will grab that. Sounds like what we wanted a minute ago to make a bunch of water.
It's
Yeah.
got, it's horn-shaped and it has a beautiful ornate stopper that goes in the top, and it looks like a normal decanter, however, it is magical.
Wow. Bucknard's ever full decanter.
That's the only thing else glowing in this room, besides all of your team members.
Well, I will put that aside and we'll figure out exactly what it is later.
Okay. Seems to be it.
Well, that was worth the whole trip.
All right, let's continue on down.
Yep.
Yeah, the dragon will probably enjoy that decanter.
Who's
Yeah.
going to carry? He said we had to show him gems. He didn't say about
Yep.
anything else.
He didn't.
Who's going to carry the onyxes to, like, who's our most likely to survive person to go back to the dragon?
Well,
The gnome.
I can
Either-
survive the lightning attack.
Yeah,
I can
but
survive
he
it
loves
too.
the gnome. He loves that gnome.
He loves the
Gnome didn't
gnome.
heal
Yeah.
him.
He won't eat the
He
gnome.
wants to have a pet gnome.
Oh, yes,
He's going to take the gnome with him when he goes.
yes.
Put him in a little aquarium.
I have moved you down this hallway as you approach this.
The
Door.
gnome is awfully quiet.
Do the walls still
He
have
just
those
wants
signs
a gnome
of damage?
oil boy.
Occasionally, there is a little sign of damage, as though something has done damage to it, but you're not. It's not around you. You don't see the something that caused the damage, I guess.
What is
It's
that
in here
green
somewhere.
thing?
That's the door. It's that copper has
The
gone.
the
Oh,
copper
okay.
verdigris
Yeah.
base.
Okay. It looked like a giant mouth with
It
spikes
is.
on
We
it.
don't have.
Yeah, it does have a
It
giant
is.
mouth, and the
Yep.
open mouth where the tongue is would be the keyhole. It's a giant keyhole.
Ah, okay, okay.
It's just the front end of a really flat monster.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you doing in here?
Well, I say we look for traps and check to see if it's locked. And
Okay.
Fathom, is your
Mighty
detect magic
Detect
spell
magic
still going?
So, yeah, it lasts 10 minutes, so if that was magical, I would see it.
Make a. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11. My passive investigation is 16.
Okay, we'll go with your passive investigation, because I don't know. Because
Why?
you're looking around very precisely. It's not just catching at it. You're investigating this door actively with your detect magic. The door itself is not magical. However, there is a gap underneath it, a small gap, and you wouldn't normally be able to detect magic through a door like this, but you detect a small magic glow from the floor immediately on the other side of this door.
If I got down on the ground, would I be able to see under it?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so you get down, you look under. You can make an Arcana check.
How large is the gap between the bottom of the door and the floor?
12.
Half a centimeter.
Ooh.
12.
My check was 12. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like what's glowing is a ward, a rune that is a ward that's been inscribed magically on the floor on the other side. There's dust on it. You wouldn't be able to see it. Like the rune is probably not visible with the normal eye, but using detect magic, you can see the outline of it.
That sounds potentially scary. I will convey this to the group. And I see the rune well enough to write it out.
No, at this angle, it's too flat. Yeah.
That makes sense. I wonder if it does something if you don't have the correct key or something.
Well,
is the keyhole like the shape of those onyxes by any chance?
Yeah, it is. In fact, as you
Good
look
question.
at it, there's indentations inside that looks like it would fit every one of these at the same time.
Let's do it.
One of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Are they different enough shape that they would in a particular place, or?
When you look at them, they're all slightly different shaped. You could argue that they're variations on the cut of onyx that you're looking for.
And they all fit in depressions inside this mouth?
That's what it looks like.
There's no chance there's like a 1 on one of them and then a 1 on the depression.
Well, are the differences in the stones or the stone holes, are they big enough that we can see which stones go in which holes easily?
Probably. The danger you immediately recognize is to put them in there, you have to put your hand into the mouth of the door.
Oh, sure. That's easy.
All right.
Well,
how many stones are there?
Mage hand. If this isn't a mage hand, I don't know what is.
Simsalabim.
How many stones are there?
I think there were 5.
Who's the most perceptive, so that we can maybe see if we can tell which stone goes in which hole right away?
Okay.
Yeah. Can we kind of hold them up and match them?
It would take a keen eye to do that without actually feeling around.
Oh, okay.
You could. Someone could roll a...
But there's no markings on the stones at all that we can tell, just slightly different cuts.
Yep.
Is there a number of facets on each one?
They are... Yes, but they're would be hard to count because they also sort of... each of these go out with 8 arms, much like the one you're looking for. And each of those arms are cut with a slightly different facet as well. And so there's one in the middle. It's like someone was trying to do like a multifaceted onyx starfish sort of carve on them, but very angularly. So each arm coming out from it, if a starfish had 8 arms, would have a good another 8 to 10 cuts, sides on that, plus the inside. So if you counted all the surfaces of these, I haven't added it up, but it might be 20 or 30.
Okay.
So there's
not a visible difference in the number of facets, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, not really.
All right.
So you would have to. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It fits.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But
that's what he's forcing us to do.
A very good visual perception check on them might be able to tell for each one.
Well,
So
he
Kay's
has
is
good
there anything
perception.
that would is there anything
Is
that
that-
would prevent me?
Prevent you from
Is
what?
there anything from using Mage
Well, I
Hand to
have a-
just?
No, nothing would prevent you that you know of from using
Yep.
Mage Hand to
To
do
jiggle them in.
Yeah, I'll just fiddle.
Except
I mean,
Except
Mage Hand,
We
tripping
want
the
to stand
trap
out
and
of the
having
way
it
of that
blow up.
mouth.
Mage
No, we want
Hand,
to
I
stand
can
out of
be,
the way of the mouth.
Mage Hand
It's
has
true.
a 30-foot.
Yeah. Let's
Am
get
I
back while you're
lagging?
doing that.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yeah. There's enough of a delay that I think we're talking over
Can-
you a little bit, Bobby.
Can we at least try the perception, holding them up and seeing if we can figure out which ones are more likely to fit in which hole?
Okay.
Do it cautiously first, and then if we fail, then
Good
let's
idea.
just jam them in there like Pugh wants to do.
I have a +4 in conscious perception or active perception.
Are we doing? Is it?
What does
Would it
Kay
be a
have?
perception check?
Kay has a +7.
Okay. I have a +5. I think Kay should check.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
can try to match them up.
Okay. All right. One for each. Make a roll for each one. 5 rolls.
24,
Think you got it?
11,
You're unsure on that one.
19,
You think you got that one?
9,
You're unsure on that one.
Oh.
8,
Okay.
Oh.
That's it. So
13.
So
Oh,
she's
yeah.
sure on 2 of them.
You're sure on 2 of them.
So who's got the next
Can
highest
I-
perception, and we'll.
Okay.
I have a +5. Can I check
Yeah.
on the one she's unsure on?
Yeah.
Okay. So and
So
how
let's
many were
lay
those?
them
Is
on
it
the
2 or
floor
3?
in the
3?
order.
Okay.
Let's lay them on the floor in the order that we match them, so we don't lose the matching.
Okay.
Okay. 23 is the first one.
You're pretty sure. Yep.
A 13 on the second one.
Maybe you think you know where this one goes.
You
Okay.
can get the last one with process of elimination.
And then a 17 on the last one.
Yeah, you think you've got this one too. So if this one goes here, then this one must go there. Yeah.
Okay. So we lay it out. We show Pugil what we think.
Yep, we lay it
The
out
order
exactly
is-
how it would go in.
And then Pugil magic hands it in.
And we all stand way back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure and get out of the line of fire of that mouth.
And hey, Gooseneck, can you put your magic shield in front of Pugil?
Sure.
Are
Cowabunga.
you able to do that? Okay.
Well, I'll stand beside Pugil, and
Okay.
it's attuned to me, but
Peek out from around him. All right, so you're 30 feet away, Pugil.
I'll be
You
your
can always
lizard
bless
shield,
us if we
Pugil.
think if it's that dangerous.
Okay. All right, Pugil. Thump, thump. As you put them in, you hear a very satisfying click. For a moment, one of them you feel like just fiddles around a little bit, and then make an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's what you want to hear.
A 4.
A 4.
Oh, Robert.
One of them flips out when you go to pop it in. It sort of pops down into the mouth, just sort of sitting there, and the other ones you have in. One of them, it's kind of on the tongue inside the mouth. Not a big deal. You just have to pick it up, put it in. But it's not as snug as you'd want it to be. So they were laid
didn't
out
seem to be-
exactly right, but it's possible that maybe there was a back and front side to it. I don't know. It didn't fit in the way as they identified them. This one,
I'll flip it over and try again.
I'm gonna walk up there and not put anything in the aperture, but just look and see if I can see how the facets are supposed to line up, and then walk back and
Okay.
try again.
yeah, you think you got it. You think it was It was just maybe it was flipped over the other way. It was process of elimination in a way, but also what maybe that wasn't realized is the facets are different on each side too. They needed to be flipped over. So even by elimination, you had a 50-50 chance of getting it not quite right. So you got it in there. Clink.
So all 5 are
Clicks
in.
All 5 are in. You heard a solid click when you did that. Seems like the lock is unlocked. The door just sort
Can
of...
Fathom still see the glow of magic underneath?
Yep, didn't take 10 minutes to do this. It's coming close to it, but yeah.
And the glow is unchanged.
It is unchanged.
Is the door
Still don't
open in
step
or out?
This door opens out. Yeah, it opens out.
We have to pull it open.
Yep.
Is there a doorknob?
Not really per se. Right in the middle of where you would grab, you can grab one of maybe the open teeth and pull it open.
I'm going to pull it open unless somebody has an objection.
With the mage hand?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Mage hand is limited to 5 pounds, and in this case, it's not quite enough.
It's 10 pounds?
Is it 10 or
It's
5?
10 pounds.
Okay.
It's 10.
Okay, you're okay then. You can, it pulls open. It screeches a little bit when it does. Inside the room, what you instantly see is carved into these relief stone bits on the wall are these massive figures carved in stone.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think this is a fire Gene was talking about.
Like, are they humanoids or?
They would be humanoid shaped, yes. I mean, you can get up there and look a little closer if you like.
I'd like to go. I'd like to go up
I'll
and take
go.
a look.
You like to go up and take a look.
Remember the room. Nobody step right here. Right here. I'm gonna hold my hand over where you shouldn't step.
Okay, interestingly enough, the rune is right at the door. The only way not to step there would be to jump over it.
You have to jump into the room.
Yeah,
jump
you got to
in.
commit. You've got to commit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, elves are good at jumping.
I throw the gnome into the room.
Ah,
Throw the gnome.
Yeah, don't we
They
have
can
somebody that
fly.
can turn into a bat?
We got flyers.
We do have someone who can turn into a
Yeah,
bat.
and somebody that can play their harp and fly?
Yeah, we
Right.
got Harpo in
I
the
can
bat.
fly, but it uses a pretty important spell slot.
all right.
I mean,
so,
maybe the room's not bad if we open the door the way you're supposed to.
How often can you
The
fly
jump
with
is
your
still
harp?
In the door, aren't they?
Let's just jump it. What the hell? You only live once.
That's fine.
Aberrant, you jump over it.
Why not? I'll jump over it. What the fuck?
All right.
Sorry.
I'll follow him
Sorry,
in.
Twitch.
I'll jump over it as well.
Okay.
I can fly once with the harp.
I
Yeah.
can fly. I can fly.
Don't worry about it. We jumped in.
I'll
All right.
attempt to jump over. it,
Come
but
on,
we all know it
gooseneck.
won't.
Come on, gooseneck.
I'll jump, whatever. I'm
All right.
jumping.
Come on, gooseneck. Gooseneck's
All right,
in.
Gooseneck is in there too.
Can a gnome jump that far, or will I need
No.
help?
Sure, it's just a.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Can we
toss
throw
that
you?
far.
I
But
think
to
a
get
gnome needs to roll.
for everybody else to get in, you guys are going to have to jump and move in front of these massive things. It's not a
Sure.
large
Well, can't we
room.
just move to the side like we did last time?
Oh crap!
We can wait until you finish looking at that if you prefer.
Yeah, let's
What the
wait.
hell is that?
That's the thing that's going to pull your head out of socket.
There are
That's
two.
what happens when you leap before you look.
We looked.
You looked. I told you there were massive carved humanoid.
So
Yeah.
we didn't see anything
And you know
new.
what?
No.
Now you're just seeing you're seeing it up close is all.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh crap, what the
Yeah,
heck is
as
that?
you leap in front of it and look up, you realize they're taller than all of you. They're quite thicker, but they're just.
Yeah,
they
I
seem to
didn't
be
realize it was some
at you.
suit of amazing battle armor.
I mean, it's all stone carved and painted.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably nothing then behind a locked magically locked door.
Yeah, and then there's another locked door in front. Well, another door that
And a rune with a
don't know
guarding
if it's
rune on
locked.
it.
And there's another door in front of you, barring the path. This is like a tiny 30 by 30 room.
How many stone figures are in here? I see the one,
Two.
obviously.
They're facing each other. You have to pass
Same
between
type
them.
of figure on both ends?
Identical on each end.
And
All right,
I
so
see
who's
some
all in
chains.
the
Are they
room?
actually chained down like that?
No, in this case, there are no chains
those
up
chains?
there on the. No.
I'd like to investigate the one behind my character.
Okay. One on
Has
screen.
the
behind.
has the detect magic
Yeah.
worn off?
It she's probably got another little bit of time on it.
I mean, I
And
can just
she's
cast
still-
it again if you need it.
Well, I'm worried about a
Do that
rune on the other door.
I think, yeah, try it. If it doesn't work, cast another one. I don't think it hurts to have them going while we're going through
Yeah, I
this.
can refresh it.
Okay. So yeah, you
'Cause remember, we
you-
did see a magic glow under here.
Yeah. So there is no rune on the other door. However, up at this height, you can see that there are magical runes on these stone, part of the paint, the armor. Some of the symbols on the armor are magical.
Don't touch
So
the
my
runes.
guess
Don't
is-
fiddle with the stones.
If we'd come in without the key, I bet if we'd walked over that rune, it would have
Or
activated
that
these
rune.
guys.
Yeah, I'd say both of them are to be avoided.
So my guess is what's ever passed here is pretty good, because if this is the guardian chamber area.
Is there any paint
Well,
chipped
let's
off
go
this
through it.
stone thing?
Um,
Like on the fists?
like on that's a great question. So
Or the weapons.
the fists do
Weapons
not
or the
have
armor? I
any.
mean, really anywhere, but the fists I'm going to look at first.
The fists that don't have any paint chipped off them. No, they see like well carved, well, semi well carved.
Damn good
stone
paint.
fists.
Reaper paint. It's Reaper paint.
Yeah, it's Reaper Master Series. Yeah,
Now, is there any
Dude,
of that,
Everett's got his hand up
Abrahams
again.
got a question. Yeah,
I would like to investigate that door.
The
next
other
door.
one. Okay, so you're going to investigate the door, and Pugil, you had something to say as well.
is there any of that acid,
No,
like we saw earlier?
no. Inside here seems to be undisturbed. All right, Abram, you go up and investigate the door.
Mhm.
Make an investigation check.
Uh, 16.
Doesn't appear to be locked. Just appears to. I guess if you make it this far, then you just go through the door.
All right, I open the door.
Okay.
Well, let's make sure there's nothing in the room we're in other than these things.
Open the door.
Yeah.
I
so-
open the door.
Yeah. Wait, and then.
I mean, there could be a giant pile of treasure you just walked past.
This
Well,
one.
we have
well-
to come back this way, I'm sure. So
That's true.
I have concern about the fact that we're leaving Fancy Onyx's in the door. I'm pretty sure they're not the one he wants, but
well,
Okay.
yeah, we'll pull those out when we
We
leave.
can get them as we come back through,
We'll just take the
assuming we
whole
come
door.
back through.
Um,
We always know where they're at.
It goes into a very small hallway that looks like it opens up into a large room. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here, though. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you haven't gone very far yet for me to give you an angle on the whole room, but I can show you this much of it. Seems to be large, empty, nothing within your line of sight that indicates anything special about it, but it's much larger than all the others.
that is large.
all right.
I would like to stealth out to the corner and do what I kind of did before when I stealthed and looked around the corner.
Okay. Make your stealth check.
16.
I think that's the same. So as you kind of approach, you can see that this room is quite a bit larger. There is a pedestal in the middle of the room, but kind of offset, so it's near the end at the same time of where you're looking. And it has got a little like golden three-pronged claw that comes up from the top of the pedestal, and in it is an egg-sized onyx.
Bingo bongo. Hey,
Well, maybe let us start the traps and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
Go get
it's
it,
easy.
Indiana.
Just go pick it up. Let's go
Yeah, go
home.
grab it. Go get it, Indiana.
hey, murder hobos. I see the prize. Come on.
You just run and get it? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
No?
you didn't
No.
say you ran and got it.
Okay.
He's trying to get us to get up there with him.
All right.
Yeah, I want the murder hobos to
Do you,
come.
All
up
right,
and
we'll
hang out
go.
with me.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay.
You know, these might get us coming out with the stupid magic onyx. You realize that, right?
Yeah, they're gonna come to life as soon as we pull the onyx off, and they're gonna come in the
What's
room.
the
Or as
range
we
on your
walk
hand
through.
there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, so I've got 3 of you in there. The other
Well,
3,
we could have the allowed keys.
Kay, Pugh, Fathom, where would you like to come up with them, or?
Yes, but we have to jump over the
Yes.
room.
You know where it is, you've pointed it out, so it's an easy jump, no problems for all of you. All right.
And then, am I detecting any magic in the big room?
Great question. Detect magic to save the day. Absolutely. When you do this pedestal, do we have a good angle on that pedestal? I think we do. I'm gonna take it. Oh, we need a camera. There. This pedestal in the middle is right in the middle of a rune and has a rune. That's not true. Is right in the middle of the rune and
Middle of the room with
no,
a m?
a
Rune.
middle of a
Rune.
rune, a giant rune.
Middle
on
of a
the floor.
room in the middle of a room.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of
It's
the
a-
glow. It's a glowing rune, like in the that we
Well,
jumped over.
only to fathom, but yes.
Is it the same room as the one we jumped over?
It is.
Can I
Was it the
have
same
some?
room of the statue guys?
Yes.
That's concerning.
And we said these were magic runes, not dwarven runes. Is that correct?
Correct. Pugil, what was that you were going to say? Can I what?
I would like to spike that mouth door open so it can't shut behind us if something goes bad. Can I bum some steaks, corn cob, and spike the hinges? Uh-oh, have we
Sure.
lost corn cob?
No, he's there.
Oh,
No, go ahead. I'm just thinking. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so you can spike the hinges.
all right. I'm going
I
to do
think
that.
as long as the
without-
onyx is in there, we're okay.
Yeah, but who knows?
No,
if
I
we
mean to
trip
spike it
something.
open. I wouldn't spike it open without the onyx in there.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want us to trip something and it slams shut, and there's no way for us to retreat.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
The
we'll just be
onyxes are
fodder
on the
for the
other
next
side.
gelatinous cube or rust monster or ochre jelly that comes through.
I'd prefer to avoid that.
Would you say overall this looks more like a shrine or more like a treasure room type of deal?
Ooh, make a religion check.
Yeah, I'm still in there too. I didn't go spike the door, so
Right. You can make a, well, I mean, you can make a religion check as well.
18.
18. Okay. If you're getting 16 or higher, this seems more like, I mean, this thing's on a pedestal. It's the only thing in the room. It's the kind of thing that's like a religious totem almost that you'd expect. So it is shrine-like for sure. If it was a treasure room or something, you'd expect more than just one lonely pillar in the middle. Somebody thought this onyx was really worth building this for. It is magical, by the way. Also,
The
I
onyx.
should have mentioned that. Yes.
So the rune is magical. The onyx is magical.
Yeah, and that's all the magic in here.
What is the range on your mage hand, Bobby?
Muted, but before he said 30 feet when he was standing back from the door.
It's 30 feet. Sorry.
That's not very far.
It's where Gooseneck is at least, wouldn't you say?
So
Yeah.
What we could do, how does this sound? Let's just snatch and grab it, and run.
Something made the
everybody-
dragon not want to come in here. You realize that?
Hold on a sec.
It would be hard for him to get through all the little doors, but
True.
if everybody goes out into the hallway past the mouth door, I could just mage hand it, grab it, and try to run back through the statue door.
And give our
If we
regards to the
think
dragon.
If we
What?
think that it's going to trigger the guard guys, shouldn't we all be in here
We
when you
don't.
do
We
it
don't
to
want the.
break them?
But
I think snatch and grab and just run. Everybody run out of the room.
Okay, Abraham had a comment.
If we're going to snatch and grab, that's the only way to do it, I think. We shouldn't stay back, should we? I don't see any.
well,
We just have to make sure to jump over the runes.
I'm thinking that if the whole party gets clear, you're risking one gnome. If everybody stays in here, you're risking the whole party.
One
True.
gnome that can go invisible, by the way.
That's right.
So Bilbo it.
what did Abraham
Yeah.
have to say?
Hold on.
Abraham.
I know. I'm thinking. So I have a spell called Pass Without Trace that I've never used before. It says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Duration is up to an hour. Each creature you choose has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth. Checks can be tracked except. So doesn't make them invisible.
No, it just makes you all so stealthy that it's a +10 to everybody would still have to roll. And then
We're hard to
anybody-
notice and hard to track.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I can cast 2 invisibles, so that it's 3 of us invisible.
I can
Although
make
honestly,
up,
they're
I can make up
magical
to 2
guard.
people invisible.
The other thought I had is there any way, or do we even think it's necessary to unhinge these doors and detach them in case they magically close shut?
It would be difficult to unhinge the copper door.
Yeah, I don't think we want to mess with that door as much
Okay.
as.
Can
All right.
can we investigate this room for any
I think we should do that for a minute.
sort of device to trip this
And
trigger
then I
or
think
to
we
keep
should
it from going off?
implement Pujol's plan, but let's look around for a minute first.
Okay, everybody
Yeah,
make
I like
investigation.
Pushil's plan.
Man,
I got a 12.
I
investigation.
had a 4.
I got an 11. I should have got a
13.
magic item that helped me investigate stuff.
I got a 20.
I guess
Oh,
a
14.
little magnifying glass.
Usual.
Like,
Usual's
The
found
Sherlock
all
Holmes
the
hat.
hot spots.
You, Joel, you're. Wait, I didn't get K. What was your investigation?
8.
8. Okay. Pugh, Joel, you. Well, actually, you're all pretty confident when you look around. There's really nothing else in here. It is However, Pugil, when you
Not
look
mechanical,
around,
it's magical is the problem, though, I think.
yeah. When you look around, though, Pugil, magical rune on the floor, all these wonderful magical things, but you believe that the claw itself is a mechanical plunger. It doesn't look to be jointed on the side. The stand that's holding it looks like it will slide into the pillar.
Oh. So we can sandbag replace it like Indiana Jones.
We only need something of the same size and weight.
Elf brains are
check-
very small.
Can we check the dagger for a minute?
Yes, let's check the dagger.
Okay. It's doing much as it did when you first entered this rune area. It's pointing back out of the rune,
Okay.
the ruined city.
All right.
It's like you
Just
had
wanted to be
passed
sure.
through. Yeah.
We didn't need to kill two birds with one stone.
No, this is not two birds with one onyx, unfortunately.
We got 6 onyx now.
This is
All right.
This is 6 adventurers.
Right
with
now,
one
you have no
onyx.
onyx.
Yeah, that's true. Right now
We're gonna kill 6 adventurers with 1 onyx.
I'm going to make sure the party understands that it looks like the little prongs retract.
So are you saying if you grab the whole claw, like instead of trying to grab the gem, you grab the whole claw, maybe you deactivate?
It sounds to me like if I step on the rune or trigger whatever is triggerable, this thing would drop down into the pillar and conceal the onyx.
Oh.
Oh, like the
Grab
But if you grab
Constitution.
the whole claw, the whole thing will come out.
Is that what I'm kind of imagining?
Or the
Yes,
Declaration of Independence
that
is like
what
that.
that is what you're imagining, Pugil. Like it would.
Does it
do
does it
more
look to me-
possibly or not? I don't know.
Does it look to me like the claw is gripping the onyx, or is it just resting on the
It looks like it's
prong?
just resting on it, like it's an open claw and it's perfectly sitting on it.
Is there any mechanical parts to the claw?
To the claw, no, but now that Pugil has pointed it out, it definitely looks like the whole claw will go under, which leads you to believe that there's something mechanical that would cause that.
Okay.
But it
All
is
right.
possible because we had the right key that we won't have problems. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions.
Yeah, it's possible.
How about this?
I'm leaning to snatch and grab still.
Let me throw this out. Pugil uses his mage hand to grip the prongs and prevent them from descending, while his unseen servant is commanded to bring the egg to whoever's fast, the lizard.
Okay.
You want me to dash?
And then the
Leave you all
lizard
behind?
runs. Yeah, everybody but me and the lizard should be out of the room. Everybody but Pugil and El Legarto.
You want me to be holding you and
There you go.
No,
Like a
man.
football.
Yeah,
I knew this was going to end up with me carrying you.
yeah.
How long have
get
you two
down.
been talking about this before the game, by
in
the way?
gnome carrier? In the gnome carrier.
That's the gnome basket right there.
I thought the dragon was going to be the double crosser.
Would that,
Okay.
Oh, you guys go ahead. You go away.
Um,
does
would,
that seem
um,
feasible?
Yes.
Works for me.
Sounds
for
like an excellent plan.
Abran, you're good.
Wait,
Tay, you're good with
Do
that
we need to
plan?
make everybody invisible
Ricardo
just
has
in
to remember
case?
to jump.
Just you
We
and
need to
Well,
me.
let's
make
make you guys visible.
Everybody should be out of the room, but you and me,
Out of
El
the-
Legarto.
Okay.
And out of the
Everybody-
guard room too?
Yeah, everybody
Ask
should
the
be on
guard.
the
Yeah, we're
opposite
going
side
to
of the
leave
mouth
before
door.
you do anything. We're leaving.
And then,
Okay.
We're
and then
gone.
you and I turn invisible, and we snatch.
All right.
Okay. All right.
We're
Give
out
the
of
gnome a
room.
little But before I leave, I give the gnome a kiss on the top of the head, saying, "It was nice, buddy."
Wait a minute. Before I leave, hang on a second.
Elf kisses.
Before I leave, I'll cast Bless on the lizard man and on the gnome. And who else wants it?
I'll give them
What
a
is
protection
bless?
from good and evil, just in case. I mean,
Okay.
I'll bless Abram
man.
because he'll be point running out.
Okay.
What
So
does
those would be
bless
my
do?
3.
All right. So you guys want to give them time to run all the way out of this place before you do this, or you just want them just out of the guard room?
At least outside the mouth door.
Okay.
We're not going to be by the statues.
Yeah, okay. So you're out of the
So,
guard room.
Gene, whenever you make a attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw.
That's cool.
Okay, cool. Saving throw, 1d4.
Yep.
Or attack.
Attack or saving throw. Okay, cool.
So
How long
Abram's
does
going to
that
lead us
last?
out, guns blazing.
It's a minute. It lasts a minute. Okay. All right. So you're 30 feet back. You send your unseen servant
Wait.
in.
We're invisible.
You're invisible. 30 feet back.
Yeah,
And I'm
let me-
holding.
let me-
He's in
let me
my
mark
gnome
those
carrier.
spells off.
He's in your hands. You send your unseen servant forward. Your plan is mage hand, hold the claw, unseen servant, grab the onyx, and then take it, unseen servant, hand it off
Me.
to Gooseneck, and then you guys split.
That's right.
Okay.
run like the wind.
Bolt
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fast as I can.
All
Jump
right.
over that rim.
And we start
Jump over
passing
the
it
room.
toward the front like a hot potato.
Yeah.
No, forget that last part.
All right. You go to activate your plan.
This
Everything
is a
is
Three
going
Stooges meets Frankenstein thing. I can tell
perfectly
you.
fine.
Nothing. There's nothing that could come wrong with this plan.
There's nothing. There's maybe
Flawless.
one thing.
Planet.
Uh-oh.
I just need to look up I just need to look one little detail up about your spell.
Oh, this
I'll
is
be
You know, I'm
be
having
fine.
flashbacks to a giant house with chicken legs.
Yep.
let's see.
That's the last time you followed Pujol's lead.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we
No,
could have done
that's a-
something with an ostrich in here.
Okay. So, yeah, you go up. You grab the claw with your mage hand. Your unseen servant steps forward to grab it. It is actually created a force, and it steps on the rune. It grabs it off. It starts to run it to you. You do prevent immediately as it steps on the rune. The claw starts to go down. Your mage hand has just enough force to stop from sucking it all in before it actually does slip out of the grip of your main hand and closes over. The onyx would have been unattainable had it not been holding it. Boom. By the copper door, which you held open with the pin, it begins, while the rest of you are, it automatically begins to groan shut, like against the
Can we
pin.
I'm
try
gonna-
grabbing it?
Use all my
Hold
strength
that
to hold
door!
it open.
Okay. So
Jam
you,
it with
Anybody
the
want to
elbow.
help me?
I'll help.
Did
I
we
will help.
actually? Did the servant actually get us the
yes.
onyx or not?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's running it to you. It looks like Abran and Corncob run over to the door and because you're helping one of you, make an advantaged strength check.
Go ahead.
All right. So we'll roll 2, pick the highest. No contest as to which is the highest, so I got an 18.
Okay. With both you leaning against the door and the pin that's pounded in, that you're slowing the close of this door. There's a huge force closing it. At that time, it gets
Michael's
to...
character is already blessed as well, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And you added that D4 to your roll, I assume. Gooseneck, you get the gym, you run through. As you get into the room, you can see the large room. I'm going to move this. I'm sorry, I have a cat here as well. As you get into the large room, you can see just as you're moving through.
We're invisible, right?
You are invisible. You watch.
They just said you can see, not they can see.
Step forward. Both of them step out of their little alcoves, breaking away from it. It looked like they were carved
Put some
into
mustard on it.
but they crack a bit of stone and come stepping out. From this point, I'm just going to do group athletics checks to make it through here. And to hold the door open in time, to run through, to dodge these things as you're all exiting here as fast as you can. I'll start with Kay. Kay, make an athletics check.
Can Kay turn into a bat and fly away?
Katie was,
20.
I don't know if she heard us.
I got a
Okay,
20.
20.
Oh, there we go.
Woohoo. All right, that's excellent. Corn Cob, this is for holding the door and for your later retreat.
Athletics?
Yep.
23.
23. Wow. Abran,
19.
19. All right. Pugil, your athletics check is a little easier, but you have to make sure you're holding on good to Gooseneck. So make your athletics check.
And the onyx.
17.
Yeah. Well, Gooseneck's got the onyx. 17. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was an easier check to make. No problem. Fathom, your athletics check.
5.
5. Okay.
Oh, well. Nice
It's
knowing you,
crossing
Fathom.
the river
Let's
again.
go talk to the dragon.
Get the dagger off her body.
Too bad. Too bad, Satana.
Yeah, I needed some
Clang.
kind of extra lucky stone. That wasn't that.
So, but fortunately, so these guys break free. It was a group check, guys. So it's
Do
okay.
I need to roll?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gooseneck, yours is very important. You don't want to drop Pugil as you're going
No,
through this
you
room.
don't.
Does
Usually I want
if-
you to drop
let me
Pugil.
let me ask you this: does the bless?
Yes.
If I don't roll well, the bless will.
Well,
help
you get
on
to
this?
roll that D4 along with your roll, regardless.
Okay. All right.
Because of the
Well, let's do it then. You said athletics, right?
athletics. Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. 16 plus 2 plus 4, 22.
Beautiful. You do not drop Pugil. You do not drop the onyx. You come through just in time as these things begin to, they don't necessarily detect you, but they didn't begin going for this door. Corncob and Abran
Close the door. Close the
let
door.
go to run. And as
Well, we're
they
going to
do,
let the door shut.
yeah, as they do, it breaks down. Boom, pam, slams shut against these golems, which then begin to pound on the door as you're running away. I'm not going to move your
Run,
minis
keep
because
running.
your checks are good
See what
enough.
lightning does against golems.
A couple of you have to like reach down and tug Fathom up a couple times. As
I
she-
have
Come
to
on,
almost
Fathom.
step 30 feet forward.
yeah,
She's trying to grab the onyx out of the door, right?
Yeah, I wish we didn't have to leave it.
probably regretting that.
That's
But you
what's
guys
slower.
make it out. I mean, those were all really great athletics checks that make up as a group for Fathom's slightly underperformed athletics.
We could have piggybacked her out if we had to.
Yeah. You make it out to the stairways going up. It's not like it was coming down, but those golems, you can hear them banging, banging, banging. However, you don't think that even they could get through this outer door if it was locked.
Oh well,
So
let us.
are we
the outer door.
in the presence of the blue dragon now?
You
Let's get all the
he's
way
not
out.
down there yet, but you're out at that very first door, that one with the huge.
We can
I don't
lock
want to
that
meet
out
the
on
dragon down here. I want to meet him outside.
Yeah.
My question basically is, do you want to close and lock that big door?
Yes.
Okay.
Or spike it or
Yes.
whatever we have to do.
No, okay, you can close it. You push the little wheel in and turn it. And as you do, all those tumblers
Wait,
realign.
Do we
Wait.
really want to close it? Do we really want to close it?
Yes.
Why don't we let these golems come out and
And
what
beat
if
the
the
dragon?
turns? I don't know. Just the thought.
Oh, tricky.
Just the thought.
You could.
I'm
The
kind of with
dragon might
Ambrand.
turn on us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an option.
I don't want to
Is
close
it-
the door.
The dragon will turn on us. It's a dragon.
Yes.
Well,
It's a
do you
blue
want to
dragon.
have to fight the dragon
So
and both golems?
the golems are going to go after the onyx. That's what they
Yeah.
want.
Here, Mr.
That's what
Dragon
Oh,
they're
so
gonna
Cat.
you
do.
were going to give the onyx to the dragon.
Or
Uh-huh.
the dragon
You
takes the
probably
onyx,
won't
flies
speak it
away,
until
and
we're
then
done.
we fight the golems
Yeah.
on our own.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I don't know. I just Abran throws out
He
ideas.
likes the dragon likes the gnome,
Everybody likes to
Hmm.
know.
and I
Hmm.
healed the dragon a little bit, so
Yeah.
we ought to be in good shape with the dragon.
I feel like
Well,
You know.
famous last words.
Yeah. Yeah, that means he won't torture us to death.
Well, if
Yeah,
you guys
he'll
want to
just-
let the golems
he'll
go
just-
at the dragon, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm
Well,
running
I
all the
say-
way away then.
Hey, Kay is the sensible person. What does she say?
I would close the door.
Okay, we can
I
close
vote.
the door.
I vote with K. Close the
Yeah.
door.
I vote with K as well.
all right. You have decided not to let rampaging stone golems out into the countryside.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he might have
That
got to
dragon
the
would just
farm.
zap him. He
But just think
Two
how much
shots
fun
of his-
that would be.
lightning breath and
Push
it'd
the
be
wheel
over.
in,
Yeah.
close
And then
it.
he'd be
all the
mad at
pins,
us.
Like a
Big
kaiju
wedge
movie.
in. And
Dragon can fly. He doesn't need to hang around with the ground stone columns anyway.
no, he
Yeah.
probably would just take
Thanks
off
for the
with
favor, guys. We'll see you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Have
Have
That's
fun
how
with
we're going to
those
get out of it
golems.
anyway.
out you go.
We got a flask. I guess we could go back and try to pry those stones out
Sorry,
with
my
the mage hand.
cat is trying to kill me now. My gosh.
You're very demanding.
He wants to be underfoot. I think he thinks that I'm going to forget to feed him.
Yep.
You might, even though you never have. This might be the day.
He's got a
forget.
machine-driven automated feeder. Where did Pugil go? I picked him up.
I'm invisible.
Yo, that's why I can't find you. Well, we're gonna. In my haste to put you somewhere safe in Gooseneck's arms, I have misplaced your mini, Pugil. But you're
Oh
invisible.
no!
It's okay.
You're extra safe.
I will find you. I have a particular set of skills.
So the onyx is still invisible by dint of it being held by the lizard man.
Yes.
Yes.
And, well, but as soon as you hand it over, it would not be invisible any longer.
And
Well, we're not going to hand it over yet.
Okay. You come up. The dragon looks.
I'm hopping. I'm going to hop down. I'm not
Okay.
being carried around by the lizard anymore.
Okay.
Let's get clear of the door and
You are
get
clear.
the dragon back between us and the hole.
Yes. Done. Done. I'm going to move this camera. We already have one outside, so maybe I'm not going to move it yet. You're all outside. You're all in between. Except for the oh my gosh, you're the size of a die, Pugil. You're in my dice pile. My apologies. Okay. You were set delicately in there. I didn't just toss you. Yeah, you are all out. You've got the dragon in between you. Of course, he looks and he goes, "Ah, good. The gnome is back as well."
How does
so
he
he can
see
see
me?
the gnome even though the gnome's
He can
invisible.
see the gnome and Gooseneck.
And me.
clearly. Yeah. He's looking down at you.
And the onyx.
Silly dragon
So
having
are we-
special abilities.
That's so annoying.
So
We're
are
gonna
we
have
are
We're
we
gonna have to
are we
kill
handing this
dragon.
are we handing this thing over?
Unless you want to die, I don't see what the alternative is.
I'm just asking because all right.
Our rewards
I-
have been
in
rather slim
Draconic,
so far.
You know, we've
Yes,
in
the board is
Draconic-
that
But
far.
we've taken no damage either.
Here, Lord Dragon, we have recovered your onyx. And I will hand it to him, gentrifying myself as I do so.
Okay. You make wonderful contacts on this.
Genflucting.
Yes, we do.
He pulls it out and he says, I am leaving now. May I contact you later?
Sure.
Yes, sire. Anytime we need to be of service, we shall.
Do you have some sort of device to contact us
He
with, or are you
reaches
just going to
under-
fly in somewhere?
He reaches out from under his scale again and pulls out a little stone and plops it down to Pugil. Here, you take this. I can contact you through this. I might call in a favor. You've been wonderful. In fact, for
Hey,
such...
you might call in a favor?
I'll reward...
He's a
All of
dragon.
a sudden we die because Corncob can't handle it.
Shut up, Corncob.
Yeah, you give us a magic
gonna
kidney
pop
stone
popcorn
of
in
some
about 2
kind, and when
seconds.
now all of a sudden we're in your debt?
Elbow the dwarf. Somebody.
You elbow the
Shut up.
door.
I've had enough of this détente and diplomacy.
Oh gosh.
All right. He looks at you like he can't. I don't think he can understand why you wouldn't want to do services for him. It's a very
Sure.
difficult concept.
We'll do anything for money, pretty much. We've already established that.
Good.
That's our party motto.
Was the
That and roll
treasure
for initiative.
good down there?
Weak.
What?
It was weak
All
sauce.
we found was the onyx.
It's a
Well,
magic
there were some other
golem.
onyxes, but they were the key to the door to get this one, so they're still in the door.
Yeah. There's 5 more onyx down there, but they're stuck in a door.
He looks like he really would like those onyx. He goes, still, I feel like since I am asking for a favor later, you should be compensated. And he reaches under again a scale and he pops out a little bag and hands it to Pugil. It's got coins in it, Pugil. All
And it's
coins don't travel well. And he takes his onyx and he lifts off into the air before you can really say much else, to be honest.
Ew.
It's all covered in.
Oh, I'm
gooey
glad you're
we-
holding on to that greasy bag.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
gone.
You have it's a tiny little bag. You open it up. It's got
Yes.
probably go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's
No, go
got
ahead.
what?
It looks like you got about 100 coins in there. They're platinum coins.
Ooh.
All
Worth
right.
it.
100
Can I-
platinum.
Coins and a magic drinking thing.
Dragons
Can
are large.
let's I would like to hand these things to Fathom and have her detect magic on them.
The
I'm
stone.
pretty sure they're just currency, but I'll take a look.
You never know.
Yeah, the coins are just currency. They are normal platinum.
Okay.
If you
Platinum is kind of magical, though, you have to admit.
Yeah, I got me kind of, yeah. But if you're looking at the stone as well, it's a sending stone. You're familiar with it. You can, it's like being able to use the message spell over great ranges. Once a day, you can send and receive a message through this stone.
Well, if we're
Okay,
going to
very
get
good.
100 platinum pieces every time, at least.
You don't
I
mind.
say that's our ground fee for this guy.
Is that worth genuflecting
The blue dragon, the blue dragon pager.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth watching you guys genuflect, yeah.
We're going to start calling you Popcorn because he's
That-
going to zap you and
Hey, I healed him. I just didn't bow to him.
It's true.
He respects
That is
that.
true. He does. Probably. He likes the bowing too. That's the end of the game tonight. You guys did great. It went a little long because it was a dungeon crawl sort of thing. We haven't really done one of those. I wanted to pull it in for this. It was an option. I mean, it could have been a dragon battle, but
that wouldn't have been
Yeah,
very
I-
long.
We would have been done 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah, that would have been too early.
Who's holding
3
the
lightning
party
strikes,
funds?
that's it. little backhand slap, we'd be all dead.
Who's holding
We
the
don't
party
have any
money?
funds.
Is it
We spent it all.
not you? Not you.
I don't know that there's.
I'm saying we spent all our money, and
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
You're still rich from the
because you
last
guys
party
didn't
we
do
had
it.
with her.
There's a
Oh
great
my
deal that's
Lord.
gone away.
I got the clue.
But yes, I actually, you know what? Let me give you some experience points. I'm going to consider those golems defeated by you.
Damn right.
Because of how you slipped past them, which was great.
I can't believe we didn't lose a single hit point.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're gonna. I mean,
We
they
played
weren't-
it real
they-
careful as
They
why.
maybe
We're
were
We're
not.
out some oil, right? We're
You
out some
each-
oil.
You each
Yeah,
get
we're
And that gelatinous cube.
1,800
Yeah.
experience points, each of you.
Oh,
Wow.
And you know the treasure you got. You can decide who gets the decanter and stuff like that later. For now, we probably need to wrap it up. I'm going to say thank you to everyone for allowing this. Reaper Miniatures, thank you to all the players. It was really fun. It was a different thing tonight, so we did it differently. It was great, for at least on my opinion. But we'll give everybody else a chance to say their closing and outro as well, and plug anything they want you to know about everyone. And we'll start with Bobby.
I have a question. We've got 15,849 is what I've got from my experience. Is that what you guys have?
Yep.
Yes.
Very good. That was great fun. It's a lot of always fun to achieve your objectives with minimal bloodshed when you're a bard. I call that a success. And so that was super fun, Frank. I just want to say thanks to you and all the folks that make this possible. That was a great evening.
Thank you.
We could have gotten eaten, but we
You
didn't.
could have gotten eaten or oozed.
Or oozed.
or electrocuted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank. That was great. I honestly thought we were toast. Well, they were toast. I was going to be chopped liver. You know. So anyway, I had a great time. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the people watching. I hope they had a good time, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Can't wait.
Yes. Jason.
Well, thanks everybody, Frank and Ann and Justin and Reaper, everybody. Thanks all my compadres here for playing. This was a great time. I'd like to nominate this for an alternative episode if we ever have to return in time and want to play it a different way. Just as a quickie.
Let's see what happens.
I don't have
if we attack the dragon.
any real announcements other than that fellow up there in the upper
Here, let's do it right
hand.
now. Oh, you're all dead.
Oh, in the upper right-hand corner is going to be a guest on the Crow's Nest on Tuesday
Ooh, fun.
at 5 o'clock CST. So make sure and tune in. We're going to put him through his paces.
Yes, definitely check out the Crow's Nest. Michael.
Wow. Thanks. It was a blast. I like dungeon crawling. I was just thinking this week, we haven't been in a dungeon kind of thing since we went through the mushroom forest.
Yeah.
Seems like a year ago.
Was
So,
almost.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I really like that part of it. I like going through. I want to go through more dungeons if we can. But I don't want to tell the DM what to do because it seems like we asked for magic weapons and all of a sudden we got slapped with a blue dragon right after we got magic weapons.
Yeah,
Be careful
I need to
what
get a
you ask
magic
for.
weapon.
Everything
I
has
think there's-
consequences.
My shillelagh is just not quite up to snuff.
So yes, next Tuesday, the Crow's Nest, 5 Central, with Gene Van Horn, El Lagarto. We're going to be doing a deep dive with Gene. A couple of the items that we're going to be talking about is the demonic lasher from the last Bones Kickstarter. There's quite a process that went involved into the concept and the sculpting. So we're going to deep dive into that whole process and the ups and downs of that process and the frustrations and the final awesome resolution. I think it's a neat story to tell. So
Yeah.
be prepared for that. We're going to have a couple other.
Is he going to
minis that
bring
we
his
got there,
donut?
too,
That's
as well.
all I want to know. Donut going to make an
Always,
appearance?
I always have the
I
donut.
think he's attached to that donut.
He's gonna be my
I think so
my
too. At least
special
once in a
guest
while.
guest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a special guest. Yes. And then I want to give a shout out because I want to make sure that the next person that talks actually talks about herself as well, because behind the kit, is that it?
Beyond the kit.
Beyond the kit. Beyond the kit. Rhonda Bender, 2 p.m. Central Time to 4 p.m. Central Time. And if you missed, Monday was her inaugural show. If you ever watched The Crow's Nest, you saw how horribly I do in talking about the show times of other shows. But I felt like I was redeemed quite a bit by Rhonda's massive fumbling of talking about the show times. So
Yeah,
I
it was a lot
sucked,
of fun.
but Rhonda rolled a 1.
Was an image booster for Michael.
Yeah, I yes. I'll take my wins wherever I can get them.
It's a good plug. Rhonda, though?
But except this coming Monday, there won't be Beyond the Kit because it's a holiday. Justin needs to stay off. So tune in the Monday after that.
So it looks like Michael's back in the doghouse as far as scheduling goes.
But we're going to swatch the paints from the Bones 5. And I have one of the Reapercon paints. And who knows if anything else will show up by then. Plus I have the mermaid. Reapercon mermaid. So come
oh yeah, that's a wonderful piece. Is that Christine's logo piece?
Oh, that's fun.
This is yours. This is
no, I meant she said she had the mermaid. That's not a mermaid.
Yeah, I have the mermaid.
That's Captain Barty.
Has he got all those
patriarch of the Barty brothers?
That's very helpful. But thank you, Frank and Ann and Justin and everyone who came to watch us. That was a ton of fun. And I really was, I'm with Gene, I was kind of worried about the whole imminent death thing. Because I thought Michael was just going to be like, all right, let's kill a dragon. And then, oh, well.
I'll have to be honest. I had my initiative was last, and I rolled a d6. And I honestly did this. I rolled a d6, and if it was even, I was going to go along with the party. If it was odd, I was shooting an arrow at it, and I rolled a 2.
Yeah. I was flipping a coin when I was doing that healing spell. I was flipping a coin. Do I do this? I do a 3rd level guiding bolt.
Wow. Okay.
Up close and personal.
You were that close.
Yeah.
That close.
Yeah. It would have been, screw it. Let's see what happens.
It would have been interesting.
So close to death.
But you all survived either way. So, Jen.
Thank you, everyone. Had a great time, as usual.
Thank you. And thank you for the update, as always, Kay's blog, Kay's journal.
Kay's journal.
Everybody catch Kay's journal.
Last entry was great. I really liked it.
You know what I would like? I would like Kay to go watch the Troll episode and write a journal.
Kay wasn't there.
Yes, but
well,
she wasn't.
She was
You
selling.
heard all our stories.
Yeah, true.
She could recount it in 3rd person.
You could recount it in 3rd person, I guess. So.
Yeah. I don't want to give Kay any extra work or anything.
You could do it as if we were bragging about the trolls.
Yeah.
Because you
there
are.
20 of them. One of them had heads.
All of it is inflated. Thank you, Jen. And Justin, thank you for being there and switching us around. And do you have a raid or any words from you this evening, sir?
I do not have any updates as of currently, other than I would say I did talk to Ron about it. I think we talked this morning during the 11:30 a.m. Reapercon FAQ about having the figures ready to go from this game, from the players. If we cross our fingers, there's a decent chance as a special promotional, we might have some to give away next episode of Reaper Errant, 2 weeks from today. I'm not making any promises because who knows?
No
Reaper
promises.
soon TM, right? But that's what we're going to try to do. So make sure if you weren't caught up, watch all the YouTube episodes, watch the VODs, catch up, and then catch us next week. I promise you won't want to
Your
miss it.
own set of
Yes.
immediately collectible Reaper Errant miniatures.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, not next week. The week
That's
after.
right.
And
And
there might
these
only be
are-
a limited time offer depending on how well
Yeah.
the players do.
Yeah,
And
very
we're going to be
limited.
rating. We're going to be rating the Paizo official channel because it looks like they're playing some Starfinder tonight.
Awesome.
So
Ooh.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's your outro. It's not my outro. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm not stomp on your outro.
But you're not wrong. Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry, Trash. We're not doing otters. Thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your night. And if you would like to go over to the Marine Mammal channel, I will not stop you. It's a fantastic place to be. Rhonda spends all of her spare time there now. So thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your weekend and a safe weekend. And keep being awesome.
Big rats in hot tubs.
Bye bye.
See you, everyone.
Grandpa,
Bye.
Grandpa gravy.
Big